Crystal Palace have just won the FA Cup, their first major trophy. But now the club are dreaming to take things to the next level, possibly winning the Premier League, making it to the Champions League. But for that, they do need a manager who can match their ambitions. Who else but me? That's right, boys. We're doing a Crystal Palace career mode series. I asked you guys what project we should take up next, and Palace was one of the popular suggestions. I'm already excited to use the 6'4" man-mounted Mateta up top. We've also got Eberiche Eze, our most talented player. There's also Captain Mark Guehi at the back. If we make the right transfers and decisions, I really think we could end up creating something special here at Palace. Now, a lot of my OG viewers are going to love this series because we're bringing back board objectives. That's right, the Palace board have given us this job, but they can easily sack us if we don't complete our board objectives. Okay, this is what we got to do for Season 1. Generate 50 million in player sales. I don't like where this is going. To be fair, we are managing a Palace side that defied all odds and just won the FA Cup. The big Premier League clubs, European clubs, they're circling to sign our players. I guess it makes sense for the board to want to cash out. Okay, our second objective is to win a trophy. We also need to scout and promote a couple of academy players. 4 wins against traditional top 6 Premier League clubs. To be fair, that might be doable considering how bad Man United and Spurs are. As long as we manage to get results against them, we'll be fine. But our final objective is to make it to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Wow, that is actually a crazy challenge, bro. I don't even remember the last time Palace played European football, so straight away expecting a semi-final position. I guess we need to start off by getting to know our squad, figuring out where we need improvements, which players we can possibly sell. But one thing's for sure, boys, I'm not a fan of this 3-4-2-1 system. It's basically like a 5 at the back if you play players like Mitchell and Munoz. They're more like traditional fullbacks. Nah, man, I'm coming here at Palace to completely transform this club. If we're gonna aim for the Premier League, we need to be playing a more attacking formation, but also something that'll give us a bit of balance. And I think I'm already cooking, boys. A 4-2-3-1 formation is what I think would work perfectly for Palace. It gives us the balance with those 2 CDMs, but it should also be good attacking-wise with Eze and maybe Sa coming from either side, Mateta being the focal point up top. Now, there's still work to do in terms of signings because there's a lot of improvements we could make to this team. Oh, and the good news is Palace do have a decent budget, boys. 86 million. I guess that's because we've qualified for European football. But yeah, that also means that we need to focus on having good players on the bench as well, because we're going to have a lot of games this season. Now, before we start discussing about making transfers, I got to tell you something about our board objectives. Now, I did mention earlier that if we don't complete our board objectives, it's obvious the board will look to sack us. But here's how this is going to work. As long as we complete any 3 objectives, the board will let us keep our job. But here's where things get interesting. For completing 4 objectives, we'll get a 20 million bonus for next season. Somehow, if we do end up completing all objectives, we'll get another 30 million. So yeah, don't underestimate the importance of our objectives. Not only is it going to help us keep our job, keep the Project Palace going, but also it could give us a lot more money to spend for future seasons. To be honest though, I'm not sure with the team we've got we can do all our objectives, but I think at the bare minimum we should be able to get 3 done. I want to know what you think in the comments. Which objective should we try and target to try and complete no matter what? Oh, I'm talking about you guys. Press conferences are going to be back in this Crystal Palace series. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be like an OG S2G Premier League career mode. I can't wait for this. So yeah, make sure to get your questions in the comments down below. Oh, and also while you're down there, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss an episode. By the way, I was just going through our fixture list, and we're starting things off with the cup final. That's right, boys. We've got the Community Shield final. How could I forget this? Because Palace won the FA Cup. Liverpool, of course, won the Premier League. But if we can somehow win this, that's literally one of our board objectives done. And no, the Community Shield isn't the most valuable of trophies. But hey, the board objectives did mention that in the fine print. All we need is to bring them a trophy. Now, before that game, I do want to start building out this Palace team, building out our project. I think I want to move Eze to the cam position. I feel like this is where he can have the most impact, but that does mean we're going to need to sign a really good left midfielder. Talking about Crystal Palace left midfielders, I'm just curious to see if Zaha is still in the game. He actually is, boys. 77 rated, playing for Charlotte in the MLS. Bro, Zaha at Palace was something different, man. I feel like we need to try and get a player with a similar profile. And I think I found a really good option, boys. Abde Ezzalzouli, left midfielder, 79 rated, playing for Real Betis. He's only 23 as well. Now, if I'm not correct, he's graduated out of Barcelona's youth academy. So we know there's talent there. And I can see him making a jump from Real Betis to a Premier League club like Palace. Oh, he's got a release clause. No. I'm not going to be paying that. I reckon we can get a deal done for cheaper. I'm going to chuck in 24 million first offer. Oh, they've countered with 25.8, but I'm going to be smart, boys. I'm going to stick with 24. But yo, where's my manager face? Why do I look like this guy? Well, at least the deal has gone through at 24 mil. Okay, everybody calm. There's my manager face. I'm back being in the game. For a second, I was worried, though. Also, negotiations have now begun for the signing of Abde. Bro wants a massive wage bump. He knows he's joining a Premier League club. I like that 15-goal bonus, though. I mean, if he can score 15 goals for us, I mean, fair enough. You deserve the milli. We're signing you up. The start of the Crystal Palace project. We're bringing in a former Barcelona Academy prospect, Abde from Real Betis. If he can live up to what Wilfried Zaha did in this club, I think we'll have a really good player on our hands. Meanwhile, guys, I am getting a lot of offers for our existing players. Like, look at this one for Mitchell, 12.4 million. Offer for Lacroix as well, 22 million. Remember, we do have an objective of generating 50 million player sales. But yeah, none of these players I want to sell. I think they're a big part of our project. Now, I'm not opposed to selling players like Chris Richards. I mean, he's decent, 76 rated, but he's also 25. Not really much more room to grow. We've already got Guehi at the club, who I'm not going to sell, as well as Lacroix. On deals like this, where I can generate the club some revenue, I am going to take it. That's 8.2 million generated in player sales already. Even these small deals are going to matter, boys. We've just sold Jeffrey Schlupp. He's too old. 1.8 million, and with that, we're up to 10 million in player sales. But now this is where we've got to start making decisions. An offer coming in for Cheek Doucouré. I mean, he's a starter. But we do have the likes of Jefferson Lerma at the club. Will Hughes as well. Of course, these two are older players. Do I cash in on Doucouré? Nah, that's probably not the play, bro. We can't be selling our first team players. I'm rejecting this offer for Doucouré. But we do have a 7.5 million offer for Jefferson Lerma. I don't mind selling him. We're now up to 17.5 million in player sales with that. While we're making great progress with our board objectives, we also now have a cup final to play. Our debut with Palace is incoming, and I'm super excited. I think this is how I'm gonna have my team line up for my first ever game with Palace. Gotta give Abde his debut. Eze is gonna be the heart of everything. But man, this is crazy. We're starting off our Crystal Palace career mode at Wembley. I can't lie, boys. I am a bit nervous facing the Premier League champions. But hey, we're FA Cup winners too. But also, don't forget, we're using a new tactical system. We've only been able to make one signing, which is Abde. This is going to be a real test. Darwin Núñez is on the charge here. And no. Kingsley Coman, what a signing that is for Liverpool. And he's the one to give them the lead. That is not the start I wanted in this cup final, and it's getting worse. Szoboszlai with a banging finish. I need to make this clear. This is my managerial debut. You guys need to go easy on me in the comments. But yeah, we can't give up, man. We got to try at least to create some chances. Right now, that's the issue. We're not able to create anything. In that case, let's just get the ball to Mateta. No, he should have done better. I can already notice the cracks in this team, man, and there are plenty. I don't know how they won the FA Cup. Right now, it's Mo Salah coming at us. Kingsley Coman, what a save from Big Dean Henderson. I think we need to be a bit easy on ourselves. We are up against the Premier League champions of last year. This is a level that right now we just don't have the tools to compete with. Oh, Darwin Núñez using his pace, and what a finish. We just cannot compete. And we're just getting out of there, boys. Liverpool destroy us. They win the Community Shield. It was expected. But yeah, that objective of winning a trophy, it was never going to be easy. I do feel that defeat was a good lesson for us, because tactically we do need to make some changes. Since we've drastically changed formations, I feel like our midfield is just not good enough for creating chances. Both Adam Wharton and Doucouré together, they're more like holding midfielders. They're not going to create chances, and I think we can only play one of them right now. For me, that would be Adam Wharton. I do want another CDM though, who can play more like a midfielder, get further forward, help create chances. In hindsight now, I'm feeling I should have taken the cash for Doucouré, because I don't think he's our guy for that role. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, I do want my wingbacks to be attacking more, both Munoz and Mitchell. Also, Ismail Assar is a cam, but we need to convert him to a right mid to get the best out of him. He's got the pace. That's why I think he can do a job there. Meanwhile, I may have just found the perfect signing for our Palace project. It's controversial because it's a player from the Saudi League. And no, it's not Cristiano Ronaldo.
Listen, I don't care.
But it's another Portuguese player, Ruben Neves. I was just thinking of a midfielder who can go further forward, create chances, maybe even pop in with a few goals. And that's literally Ruben Neves. He's done it in the Premier League for so many years for a club like Wolves. And I don't see why he can't do it for Crystal Palace. I mean, he's 85 rated. I know he's old, he's 28. But this is the kind of signing that can move the needle. It could maybe help us even win the Europa League, maybe qualify for top 6, maybe even push for top 4. But yes, it's also going to come at a cost. I still don't know how Ruben Neves has held his overall after joining the Saudi League. I've literally not heard anything about him since he left Wolves. But we're giving him an entry back in the Premier League, boys. The money right now is there with us. This would be a big statement signing. We're going to try a 45 million bid. Come on, please work, man. I want Ruben Neves back in the Premier League. And it's actually worked. And no freaking way have we pulled this off. Ruben Neves back in the Premier League and at Crystal Palace. This is a special signing, and I'm actually really proud of myself for scouting him up because we've just got a really good deal, an 85 rated player and someone with so much Premier League experience. This could end up being one of the best signings in Crystal Palace history. Bro, there's so much happening right now. We've got an offer here for Edouard. I'm not going to use him. We've got Mateta. We've also got Nketiah at the club. We'll take the 3.1 million. It's not just that. Another 870k for this guy. 680k for this Kepora kid. And another 1.3 million for Goodman. All of these departures put us up to 23.5 million in player sales. Now, since we didn't win the Community Shield, I think it will be important to get that player sales objective done. Because, yeah, I don't want to be in a position where we don't end up completing the 3 objectives and I end up getting sacked. Let's do what we can. If it's going to make life a bit more difficult, so be it. It's now time for our Premier League debut. Crystal Palace versus newly promoted Leeds. I think this game is going to give us a more accurate representation of where this team stands, what we need to improve and everything. Because, yeah, against Liverpool, we had no chance. Also, Ruben Neves making his debut, man, back in the Premier League. I'm so excited about this transfer. And by the way, keep it out for the best performers, because Player of the Episode is going to be back for this series. And whoever gets voted in gets a Playstyle Plus boost. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big. And now already we're seeing Abde on the charge. On his Premier League debut, manages to get a shot off. Bro, Ruben Neves, he is so freaking good. And the passing as well. Knows when to release the ball. Ismail Assar looking for Mateta. This is what we're waiting for. And Mateta with the finish. The 6'4" man mountain. Oh, but defensively though, and there's Munoz coming in with the challenge. I think we expected too much against Liverpool in the Community Shield because we were just adjusting to a new tactical system. But now it does feel like the players are more tuned to what's happening. We're keeping the ball. Also, I think Ruben Neves is playing a big part. Oh, this is a tough one to deal with. And what a save from Big Dean Henderson. Now, we don't want to let Leeds United get back into this game. Brilliant passing there from, of course, Neves. Now we've got Ismail Assar looking for Mateta. We know his hold-up play is brilliant. Does so well. Eze now to Rek Mitchell, who's made the run, but the shot was not good. We need to see more from Update, though. I was expecting him to be like the next Wilfred Zaha. So far, we've not seen what he's all really about. Oh, but if he gets tackled like that, how is he going to show anything? Oh, we've been opened up here, and this is not looking good. Lacroix does well, but it's Dean Henderson yet again. Bro, we've got a free kick, and guess who's standing over it? Ruben Neves. Literally a free kick specialist. Now, I know this distance might be a bit too much, but this is Ruben Neves we're talking about, and it isn't too much. Just over the crossbar. And we'll absolutely take that, boys. First Premier League game of the season. 3 points in the bag. Yo, Mateta scores and wins us the game, and already the Premier League vultures have surrounded him. Nah, man, we're not selling him. I know this sale would get us towards that board objective, but I really want to have Mateta as our number 9. He's 28. He's got a bit more room to grow. We're rejecting this. Although we do have players like this Ozo kid. I mean, we've got way too many CDMs. I'll cash in on it. 2.8 mil. We'll take it. Also, 3.4 for this young kid, Esse. I know he's talented, but we've got Ismail Assar there. And also this Rak Sakir kid. I'm looking at his stats. He's got a lot of pace. Dribbling is there. We might have a wonder kid on our hands. So yeah, sorry, I'm taking the cash here on Esse. And with that, we're actually up to 29.7 million in player sales. Meanwhile, guys, we've got a big test ahead of ourselves. Manchester United in the Premier League. And don't forget, one of our board objectives, 4 Premier League wins against the traditional top 6. Making a statement. And I told you before, Man United is one of the clubs we should be targeting, because I don't think they're as good as like Man City, Liverpool. But of course, I'm not going to be foolish and underestimate Manchester United, especially at Old Trafford. This is going to be a real test. Okay, what formation are Man United playing? I think it's the Amorim way. They are using a 3 at the back system, so I'm kind of getting crowded out in the midfield and everything. This is not going to be easy in that case. And Manchester United have gone through. Big save from Dean Henderson, former Man United player, by the way. Man, this Amorim tactics, it's really putting me under a lot of pressure. We are playing out of it, though. I think one tactic we need to use is just going long for Mateta. He can head the ball down, of course, but hey, if Man United defend like that, we won't be able to do anything. Oh, and Rasmus Højlund has broken through, and a big save again from Dino. Ruben Neves is on a really good run, and we might have just caught Man United by surprise. Abde has broken through. He might be able to score this. Big moment in this one. Abde puts it wide. Where's the composure, man? I guess that's why Barca got rid of him.
Are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because if so, you are succeeding.
I need Eze to do something here as he slides this one through for Mateta. No, he took too long to get the shot off. Oh, we've given away a free kick to Manchester United. This is not a good position to be in. I am shamelessly putting a man on the line, and that person might have saved us, or maybe it was the post. I'll tell you what, we are holding our own against Manchester United, but I kind of feel like this is an opportunity for us to try and get the win, as here's Mateta running forward with pace, going for goal from distance, and yeah, remind me to only shoot with him inside the box. Do we have any squad depth to make some super subs or something? Well, not really. None of these players look super. I mean, Nketiah can come on, but I would rather have Mateta up top. Wait, he's running through our entire defense. How did we let that happen? And he's actually scored. Well, now Manchester United have the lead, and we are getting a reality check here at Palace. But you know what? It's still early days. I feel like we can still get a result out of this game. It's Abde here. Oh, brilliant bit of dribbling. That's more like it. And Abde gets his first goal in a Palace shirt. That is exactly why we spent all that money to bring him from Real Betis. Now I'm starting to feel that maybe we can go for the win as Abde keeps going here. Cuts it back for Mateta. That was brilliant bit of play. For a second, I thought it would have been offside, but it isn't. Oh, no. Brilliant ball for Garnacho, and fair enough. Can't even complain, man. That was a ridiculous finish. Well, the board are not going to be happy with this because we couldn't get the win over Man United. But you know what, boys? There were a lot of positives to take from that game. Abde is now proving to be a terrific signing. Besides that, I'm really feeling like this team is coming together nicely. But there's still so much work we've got to do. Figuring out more player sales, maybe seeing if we can make another signing. Don't forget, we haven't even set up our academy yet. We also need to hire coaches. It is a bit overwhelming, but I'm absolutely loving this Palace job. And as I said, this is just the start. The journey will continue now in the next one. It's my first press conference as the Palace manager. And here I thought I was going to get praised for all the good work we've done so far. Like bringing in Ruben Neves, Abde. 4 points also out of our first couple of Premier League games. But instead, all the talk in the media is about Eddie Nketiah. And it's for all the wrong reasons. Nketiah is frustrated not to be getting minutes early in the season and wants out ASAP. How and what are you going to do to stop or replace him? No way, man. The season has only begun and we've got players crying and wanting to leave. To be fair, I can't really blame Eddie Nketiah because there's no way he's getting ahead of Mateta. This 6'4" absolute man-mountain is our guaranteed starter. We already saw how good he can be for us. My plan with Nketiah was to have him come off the bench, be that super sub striker, plus we're in Europa League this season. He would have been really useful there. But it's now pretty much clear that he wants to leave the club. To be fair, if we sell Nketiah, we should get a decent amount of cash, maybe 5 or 6 million. And don't forget, boys, if you look at our objectives, generating 50 million in player sales is one of the key ones. We've generated 29.7 so far. I think it might be the play to sell Nketiah, get some cash in. Now, another one of our objectives is about the academy. And maybe the youth academy could be the play. So instead of signing maybe a replacement for Nketiah, we could try and scout the next big striker for Palace. Gonna have to pay the big bucks though to get a good scout. We will do that. And of course, we'll send him to England. Now, hopefully we can find a really good talented striker. But until then, if Nketiah wants to leave, so be it. We will put put him on the transfer list. Meanwhile, we already have some good offers coming in for players like Kamada. Bro, this will go a long way getting to that 50 mil. If you look at all our other objectives, winning a trophy, getting 4 wins against traditional top 6 Prem clubs, or even a Europa League semis, those are all really difficult. Like, there's no guarantee we'll get them done, so I think we need to focus on the objectives we can 100% do. Because remember, 3 out of 5, that's what we need to do to at least keep our job. I think, yeah, I'm accepting this offer for Kamada. We'll accept both offers. One has come from Bournemouth as well. There are crazy offers coming in for Eze though, but I don't want to sell him. No. We're not doing that. In fact, you guys know, so far we're trying to build this Crystal Palace project around Eze. In fact, you guys in the comments have been giving me tactical suggestions to get the best out of him. Make Eze a shadow striker so he can feed off the space Mateta leaves when he holds up the ball. Oh, and also swap the numbers between Abde and Ruben Neves. This might actually make a lot of sense because Eze thrives in that shadow striker role. We'll of course give him that. And you guys want me to swap Abde and Neves' numbers. So there you go. Neves can wear the number 8. Abde number 7. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I always appreciate some good advice, guys. So keep them coming in the comments. And I'll try and react to some every episode. Meanwhile, boys, Kamada sale has gone through. As I said before, we've already got Eze at the club. No point keeping him. It's just way better to cash out. With that, we're now up to 38.7 million in player sales. Oh, and our next game's against Newcastle in the Prem. Now, one thing I haven't done so far in this series is setting up our coaching department. And right now, we've got the cash with all the player sales. So let's do that. This could be one of the most important things of this series. Having a good coaching setup will help our players grow. But of course, making signings is also a big part of improving our team. We've got 32 million left. Most of it has come from all the player sales. But yeah, after the signings of Neves and Abde, I'm kind of not sure where we need to improve our team. Because honestly, that first 11 looks fantastic. Maybe it's options on the bench. For now though, let's focus on this Newcastle game. Although I think we do need to take a moment to honor our player of the episode. And you guys made it clear in the comments, boys. Big Dean Henderson. He was absolutely superb. Save after save. Helped us get a draw against Man United. A win against Leeds. And for that, we've rewarded him with the deflector playstyle. Now, I know I said I'd be giving them playstyle pluses, but then I felt like our team would just get way too OP with playstyle pluses after every episode. I guess we'll do this. Normal playstyles for player of the episode awards, but playstyle pluses for goal of the season and player of the season awards. That sounds fair. But alright, boys, we have kicked off against Newcastle, and this is the last game before the window shuts. So I want to use it to just analyze the team, see maybe where we need improvements. Because yeah, after this, we'll only be able to make signings in January then. Neves looking back for Munoz. Oh, that's a lovely ball in. Perfectly done, and what a header from Abde. And now I'm seeing why you guys in the comments were going crazy about Munoz. I called him a traditional right back, and you guys made me realize just how good he is going forwards as well. And we are now literally seeing that firsthand with a beauty of a cross. There's our number 10, Eze, playing now as a shadow striker. Can he make those runs into the box? Ooh, he tried for a cheeky pass there. Ismail Assar doing really well. And I see Mateta making a run, a brilliant cross. How does he not win the header? He's a mad mountain. We can't underestimate Newcastle, though, because they've got Isaac, and he's gotten in behind Big Dean Henderson. It's all on you, and again, what a save. And again, we managed to survive there. I don't know how. And now we're on the charge again with Munoz, who's going to look for a cheeky ball for Mateta. Controls it, but come on, he should have scored. Isaac again. We're somehow defending against him, but it's not been easy. Eze again. I like him more in this attacking role. You guys are absolutely right. He's got space to shoot, but it gets blocked. Oh, there's the hold-up play for Mateta, but he gets fouled. He's so good at that, man. And you know there's only one man taking this free kick. It's Ruben Neves. The position is tough, but then again, this is Ruben Neves we're talking about. He can easily get this up and over, and it's just above the crossbar. I know at some point he is going to score one crazy free kick for us. You just know. Michel at the back, though. He feels like one of the weak links in this side. Not good defending at all there. And here's Sarr on the attack. Sees Mateta. If he's kept himself on, I think he has. What a finish from Mateta. The movement, though. For sure, I thought he was offside, but look at that. He just about kept himself on. And we are cooking right now, boys. Things are just clicking so well at Palace. Bro, we're actually in the top 4. I know it's early days, but it's still pretty incredible. I will say, though, that has convinced me to not make any more signings for our first team. I think we should be just focusing on growing these players and seeing where they go. Because, yeah, I think we've got enough talent. On the bench, also, we've got quality. Let's save the cash we've got, which is about 32 million for January, when we might really need it. Saying that, though, I kind of just want to generate that 12 million of player sales, get that objective done and dusted. dusted. And there's an offer for Eddie Nketiah, 4.5 million. And I guess we'll take it, boys, because he anyway wants to leave. We have a couple more offers coming in. One for this Plange guy, 1.25 million. And also for Ahamada. I mean, he's a youngster, but we're not going to really use him. We'll take the cash. With these player sales, we're now closer than ever to our board objective, 46.8 million. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it done on this transfer window, because yeah, time is really running out. Okay, we do actually get another offer for this Phillips guy, who again I want to sell, 2.2 million. Wow, that puts us exactly at like 49 million in player sales. And there you go, boys. The offer we needed right before deadline day for this Deveni kid. We'll take the cash, boys. We don't need him. And with that, we have raised the 50 million in player sales. Hopefully the Palace board is happy with the job. With that, boys, we are done with all our transfer business for the summer. This is the squad we have, and this is the squad we're trusting. And look at that, boys. It's time for us to focus on the important stuff. The Europa League is about to begin. And we're facing Ajax, but that is not their logo. Okay, so apparently Ajax have released their new logo. More of a classic one. Let me know in the comments which you think looks better. I guess the new one, because it looks a bit more historic. But anyways, boys, it is special to have European nights with Palace. It's all thanks to them, actually, because they won the FA Cup in real life. That's what's got them here in the Europa League, and we're gonna try and take them further in this competition. The board wants us to make it to the semis. But yeah, it all starts, though, in the league phases. We need to get into that top 8. And, well, for that, we need a result against Ajax. Okay, but this is not good. Ajax have just completely come at us. Dean Hendo making a big save. This man's going to be huge if we're getting to the Europa League semis. Cross coming in. We're defending that well. But again, Henderson having to make the save. Oh, Neves with a bit of space. And he's going to take one. That's our first shot on target. But, oh, man, so far, Ajax have been just throwing everything at us. And it's off the post. We get lucky, but not on the rebound. So far, Premier League has been going well, but in the Europa League, we are getting a reality check. This is Europe. You know what? I still feel like we've got the team to get the job done. Up there, finding space in the equalizer almost instantly. Kind of feels like suddenly our team has woken up here, because look at the way we're moving. Eze finding up there again. I see Mateta in the box. We're going to find him, and a cheeky header. That's what the man mountain himself can do. Palace have got the lead, and we've gotten a result against Ajax. I just can't believe things are going so well. A win to start our Europa League campaign. Okay, wait. Things are going just way too well. This is the part where maybe there's some injury crisis. But okay, now for the most part, our squad is fully fine. Just maybe Lacroix is losing a bit of stamina. Or maybe this is when some players are complaining about leaving, but it doesn't look like anyone's complaining. Everybody seems to be enjoying life at Palace. This is too good to be true. Are you going to tell me now that we've got a superstar academy player as well? Okay, maybe not. These players aren't that talented here. Okay, not everything can be perfect. I do like this Gabriel Frost kid. He's got a cool name, cool hairstyle, 69 pace already, couple of play styles as well. Do you know what? I'll keep him in the academy. I'll release everyone else. You guys know we've got an objective to promote youth academy players, and Gabriel Frost could be that guy, but let's scout further. Meanwhile, we do have a massive Premier League game against Chelsea, and you guys know how important these games are against the traditional top 6. The board wants us to win 4 such games. We did face Man United earlier on, but we couldn't beat them. So yeah, whenever we get the opportunity, we should take it. And don't forget, right now the club is in great form. Everything is going well. Let's take advantage. Saying that, though, against the big boys, we have not fared well this season. I know we've been opened up. Pedro Neto. If not for Dean Henderson, man, where on earth would we be? Pedro Neto coming at us. Oh, that sliding challenge was completely missed. And Palmer, he punishes us. And of course, his celebration is cold. Oh, Neves has found a bit of space and shoots, and a big save from Chelsea's keeper. We're trying, though. We're not going to give up after going a goal down. Neves with the set piece. Could do something with Mateta in the box, but we couldn't even get the ball to him. Oh, Mateta, how has he gone through there? This man cannot be caught. He's absolutely incredible. And what a finish from Mateta. Once this beast starts running, there is absolutely no catching him. I was getting so many comments saying that Mateta is 28. Why are you trusting him? You should maybe sell him to get towards that 50 million in player sales. But I'm telling you, bro, he is a beast. And if we keep him up top, keep growing him as well, he could get a lot better. And now Eze looking to link up with Mateta. We could get another one, and we do. It's a second for Mateta. Oh, Chelsea are trying to make a comeback. Oh, Guehi. That might be one of the craziest tackles I've ever seen. Bro, I legit feel like a genius here managing Palace, because everything we do, it's just working out perfectly. Eze looking for Mateta, who is on a hat-trick. And there's the hat-trick against Chelsea. I think with that, we know who's just one player of the episode. And unbelievable, guys. That's our first win against the traditional top 6 club. Just 3 more, and that's the challenge done. Bro, I can't believe how crazy this is. Look at where we are. 4th in the Premier League. 5 points off the top. And we've got a game in hand. Maybe there's a reason why Palace were able to win that FA Cup. This team just has something special going for it. And maybe we can pull off like an underdog story, kind of like Leicester City, and somehow win the league. I know it sounds crazy, but I think we're at least in the fight. Meanwhile, in the Youth Academy front as well, I think we found a baller. Jamie Barlow, valued at like 700k, 70 pace, good physical stats, but apparently he's got 5 to 7 play styles. I think he might be him. Yep, I'm signing him up. Okay, he's starting at a lowly 61 overall. But look at all those playstyles. He's apparently a free kick machine. He's got the technical playstyle, rapid, relentless, Trivela. Bro, we're gonna develop him like crazy. And we might already have Mateta's successor when the time comes. Wait a minute. When things are going so well in the Premier League, why are we completely falling off in the Europa League? I don't get it, because it doesn't seem like our squad is suffering from fitness issues. I guess Europe is proving to be way more difficult. We need to now get some results here, because the bare minimum for us is to at least get out of the league phase, make it to the playoffs. You know what? After now managing this team for like 3 months, I've kind of realized who's the weak link, and it's Ismail Assar. He's got the pace, but I just don't feel he's good enough, man. But yeah, it does feel like his dribbling is just not as good. He is beating players, though, which is good to see, but we definitely need more from him. Okay, this is bad. We have been carved open here, and fair enough. We're a goal down again in the Europa League. Now, against Ajax, we were able to make a comeback, but recently our form in this competition has kind of dipped. You know what? I know we had a youngster on the bench, Raksakye. A lot of you guys have been telling me he's a baller. 87 pace, only 23 years old. This might be the big moment for the young kid, because we're bringing him on. Oh no, they've broken through an old Dean Henderson. Every time we need him, he steps up. Uh-oh, but even after all the changes we've made, we can't stop Molde from scoring. That's a rough defeat for us in the Europa League. And oh my days, just look at where we are. 28th. I mean, it's not all over. We can easily win our remaining 4 games and get out of this situation. But we've made our job a whole lot harder. I mean, this makes 0 sense, boys. We are right now joint top in the Premier League. 26 points, same as Arsenal. Yet we're stinking up the pitch in the Europa League. It's hilarious. Also, wait a minute. I just realized we've got a lot of contracts expiring, including of Guehi. I don't want anyone leaving for free, so we're just going to try and renew them. Now, I was able to renew the contract of most players, except Mark Guehi. He wanted a meeting. Boss, I love this club and I'm the captain, but I'm in my prime now, and there are some serious clubs who want me on a free transfer. Right now, I'm not sure about renewing. And here we thought everything was smooth sailing at Palace. Because I've just realized, since we are top of the league and, you know, things are going well in the Premier League, other clubs are watching our best players. I'm sure big Premier League clubs are waiting to try and sign Guehi on a free. If that happens, then what's stopping them from trying to sign Eze, Mateta? I think we're going to be the victims of our own success, because come January, we're going to have to fight off the vultures. All Premier League clubs are going to be after our players. I'm just hoping the board will continue to back me, because if we can't keep hold of our main core, this Palace project will fall apart. Next episode, we gotta somehow get through the window unscathed. Mark Guehi, our club captain, our best defender, the player we've built this Palace project around. I mean, he's one of the reasons why we're second in the Premier League. But would you believe it? In 7 months, his contract expires, and he's made the decision to not renew it. I can't believe this betrayal from our club captain, man. Everything was going right in this Palace project. We were really building a special squad. Our results were the proof of it. But now with Guehi refusing to renew, at the end of the season, he's going to become a free agent. Literally, he will leave for free. We're going to not get any money from it. And it's going to be so hard to replace a player of that stature. And believe me, guys, I tried everything to convince him. But I just think Guehi's at that age where he knows he's getting towards his prime. If he doesn't make a move for a bigger club, he might not ever get that chance. So I see where Guehi's coming from. I'm still a bit disappointed he's not trusting our project. Now, there's 2 ways we can go with this. Do we keep using Guehi as our main centre-back and captain, all while knowing that at the end of the season he's going to leave for free? Or do we try and replace him as soon as possible, build for the future? And honestly, I'm leaning towards the latter. I feel like if Guehi isn't committed to our project long-term, there's no point of us playing him. And actually, there might be a way for us to get some money out of Guehi if I put him on the transfer list now. And before 1st January, when the window opens, we can get a club to maybe agree on a deal. I think we could sell Guehi for some money. But why while we kind of find a club for Guehi, we don't really have many centre-back options. So do I keep playing him? I mean, we've got the talented Chadi Riyad from Morocco. 72 rated centre-back. Looks okay. Do you know what? I'm going to give him a chance. And I also think it'll be a statement that we're benching a player like Guehi. Because if you're not committed to our Palace project, you're not going to play. And I think this will also be a good warning sign for players like Eze or Mateta if they think of behaving the same way.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
But yeah, we are absolutely taking a massive, massive risk by putting in Riyadh, because look at where we are in the Europa League, 28th. And don't forget our board objectives, man. We're aiming to reach the semi-finals of the Europa League. We need to at least get out of the league phases. Bro, we're under tremendous pressure in this game, because if Chadi Riyadh does not perform, we're going to be blamed for not starting Guehi in a big game like this. I really don't want the media turning on me. Oh, and this is already not good. Lacroix, he's going to need to carry in the absence of Guehi. And we might concede here. Dean Henderson making the save. We're lucky. Mateta, though, has got a chance. He does really well to find Iberiche Eze, finding a bit of space. And that's the finish we needed from our number 10. Oh, but that is a brilliant cross. And Dean Henderson again making the save. I think the MVP of this series so far has been Big Dean Henderson, bro. He saves everything. But if there was an LVP award, I would give that to Saar, boys, because I don't know why he's so bad. In fact, I was reading a lot of your comments. You guys also think that maybe Saar should be like a backup player. He's not good enough anyway to be a starter. Munoz, though, he's been really good on this right flank. And when he can twist and turn like that, there isn't much you can do. Mateta now inside the box, finding space. And how good is this man? Absolute machine inside the box. I can't stress enough just how important this Europa League win was for us. This kind of just eases some pressure out of us. We're now back in the top 24. But also a quick word on Mateta. Last episode, this man was an absolute unit. A hat-trick as well. Of course, he's your player of the episode. Now, the playstyle I'm giving him is the low-driven shot. I feel like that's going to make Mateta so OP in the box. And by the way, boys, Chadi Riyad won game for us instead of Guehi, and I think he actually did a good job. He went up in his overall. Maybe I think we can keep trusting him for now instead of Guehi. But of course, once we make it in January, I definitely want to sign another centre-back. But the most important thing is getting some offers in for Guehi and getting him to leave for some cash. I don't want him gone for free. Oh, and this is perfect, boys. A couple of offers coming in for Guehi. Liverpool as well as Arsenal. And honestly, it's good money. I don't think we can negotiate because his contract's expiring. We take the 27 million. And you know what? I'm just going to accept offers from both clubs. Of course, they're Premier League clubs, our rivals, but we've got no choice. And there you go. The player sale is official. 27 million. I genuinely can't believe we managed to get some money out of Guehi. But when that money now kicks into our budget, we'll have over like 70 million to spend. This January transfer window, I think, is going to be absolutely crucial for us. But first, though, we got to get there, and we've got some really big games coming up. We're not out of danger yet in the Europa League. We still need some big wins. But I don't know how good we are to take on one of the better Spanish teams, Real Sociedad. And maybe a bit of advice from you guys will help in this press conference. Since Saar isn't performing like you expected him, would you consider even starting Rak-Sakyi? That's an interesting one, boys, because yes, I'm not happy with Ismaila Sarr. He's had 1 goal and 4 assists so far, which I don't think is good enough. I mean, Rak-Sakyi has had way lesser game time, but he still scored the same goals. Now, is this maybe because we're playing Ismaila Sarr out of position? He has learned the right midfield position. Let's convert him. And actually, he does not gain anything in his overall, which means he does not really suit this role. And you know what? I'm taking a bet on Rak-Sakyi. Let's start him in this Europa League game, because I don't think there's much to lose. Saar isn't doing anything either ways. I think this is going to be a big test for us, boys. How do we compete against proper European opposition? Come on, Rak-Sakyi. I want to see what kind of dribbling he's got. And he looks for a cheeky ball for Mateta. That wasn't too bad. He didn't execute it well, but the idea is there. Uh-oh, but Chadi Riyad has been caught out here. This is not nice. He has recovered well, but not good enough. Oyarzabal scores. This is going to be a proper battle, boys. We need to figure out a way to get something out of this game. Rak-Sakyi, what a ball again for Mateta. He should have attacked it better, although we could still have a chance. No, we don't. Man, it's so difficult playing against Spanish opposition because they move the ball around so easily. And here we've got Chadi Riyad, though. He's made a big mistake. This is bad. And it's 2-0 Real Sociedad. We're getting cooked. And it could get worse now, man. I don't know how to defend here. It's 3-0. That's the level of the Europa League. And now after 6 games, we're out of the top 24. I really don't know how we're going to make it out of the league phases. The good thing is the next batch of Europa League games will be in January. And they look to be sides that I think we should be able to beat. And by then, I think we can bring in some transfer reinforcements. So yes, I'm not losing hope yet. I still think we can make it to the knockouts. Meanwhile, guys, we've now got a press conference question. The board is frustrated that there hasn't been any academy developments. They feel it's unfair you aren't attending any matches to see the talent you've got. I kind of disagree because we have had a successful scouting project in Jamie Barlow, 61 rated English striker. He's only 16 years old, so I don't want to promote him. He can still grow in the academy a bit. But look at all the play styles he's got. I mean, his potential might not be the craziest, but I think he could be a huge asset for the club. Now, I know we've got a board objective of promoting 2 academy players into the first team. I will promote Barlow, but not now. Towards the end of the season, I think makes more sense when he's ready. But yes, we should be on the lookout for more academy talents. We need one more for the objective. And since we've lost Guehi, I think maybe finding a high potential centre-back could be the play. And yup, the scouting project has begun, and hopefully we do find some big talents. For now though, boys, focus is back on the Premier League until the window opens. And look where we are, 1 point off Arsenal. We're playing Manchester City next, and I've honestly got a big decision to make here. I don't know if the play is to play Riyadh against the Man City side with so much talent. Against Erling Haaland, he's gonna get bullied. I know Guehi has decided to leave us, but he's still got a contract with us until the 1st of January. I'm gonna swallow my pride, ignore my ego and everything. We need Guehi for this game. I will make Adam Wharton the captain, though I don't think Guehi should be captain, but I need him on the pitch if we want to even get some sort of a result against City. Now, don't forget, the board wants us to get 4 wins against the usual top 6 clubs. So far, we've managed only 1. Could this be the second one? Oh, and Mateta's gone through. Mateta's gone through, and with the low-driven shot that we gave him, look at that for a finish. The first touch there from Mateta was so freaking good, but the finish was everything. I don't know how we're doing this in the Premier League, where we seemingly are able to beat all the teams, but in the Europa League, we just end up getting cooked. Oh, this is looking good. It's getting even better here as Mateta gets the loose ball. How is he in the post from there? This is where we need to be scared with Erling Haaland in there, but our defense is doing the job. Oh, now Erling Haaland is coming at us, and this is why I've got Guehi in the starting 11. Oh, he's been opened up here. Oh, what a save, though. Dean Henderson, I don't know how he keeps doing it. And now that could lead to a counter-attack as Mateta's gone through. And again, what a lovely finish that was. How on earth are we 2-0 against Man City? Oh, that's going to be a pen. Lacroix made a mistake. Well, we're now gifting Man City away back, and Haaland was never going to miss that. Gonna make some changes to try and get this win secured. Raksaki coming on. Again, Saar barely did much. Come on, man. We need to get the job done here. There won't be a better opportunity than getting a win against a top 6 team. Oh, and the cross in for Mateta, and he's got the finish. A hat-trick against Manchester City. I can't believe this. Oh, Abdi's now broken through, and Abdi gets another one. What on earth is happening here? Crystal Palace are putting Manchester City to sword. I seriously don't understand Mark Guehi. He wants to leave this project and head off to Liverpool, who are, by the way, 9th in the Premier League. I just don't get him. Maybe it's about the money. He's probably getting bags from Liverpool. But yo, guys, just look at where we are right now. 1 point off the top. I know Arsenal are up there unbeaten in the league, but I do think we've got a chance to create a Leicester City-like fairy tale, winning the Premier League with Palace. That would be one of my all-time great career mode achievements. And our next game is against Arsenal, who are 1st in the league. We beat them, we go top of the league. Again, for this game, I'm going to keep trusting Mark Guehi. He's leaving, but at least until the 1st of January, he's going to stay committed to the club. And I think our future captain has got to be Adam Wharton. I know he's 21, but I think we can make him a big leader here at the club. But here we go, boys. 1st versus 2nd in the Premier League. This is a fixture that can make us contenders from pretenders. But for that, we need to get the result up. They're going through. He's going to go for goal, but he drags it wide. How costly is that going to be? Oh, but now Arsenal are coming through, and Kai Havertz is broken through. I'm charging in with the goalkeeper, Lacroix. What an interception. Why does Raksaki remind me so much of Bukayo Saka, man? The way he plays and everything. And look at that. He keeps going here. Raksaki on a bit of a run. Ismail Assar never used to do this. Still Raksaki. What can he do? Goes for goal and puts it wide. That wasn't too bad, though. Oh, but now Arsenal are coming through. Odegaard going for goal, and how? On his right foot? He doesn't have a right foot. Oh, that was a bad challenge from Mark Guehi. I think it's going to be a red card. Is that going to be the end of his Palace career? Might be. Ah, that is frustrating. It's a free kick from the edge of the box. Odegaard's going to be the one to take it. Is he going to score another one? That's off the post. We're lucky. But Now we're a man down. I really don't know what we're going to do, but maybe Mateta could still figure something out. But this time, Raya makes the save. I think we're going to have to make a sacrifice, boys. Raksaki coming off. We'll bring on Chadi Riyad, have him play in that centre-back role. There's going to be nobody on that right side. I think then we should play Adam Wharton on that side to give us a bit more cover. Somehow, if we can just nick away a goal, get a draw from this, that would be huge. But yeah, it's asking too much, boys. We just don't have the players now. Saka with the simple tap in. The red card just completely killed this game off. And would you believe it, boys? Since that defeat to Arsenal, we've lost so much momentum. We've dropped down to 4th in the Premier League. Even Wolves are above us. Somehow Arsenal is still unbeaten, man. I just don't get it. But hey, we've made it to January now. And honestly, it's still pretty incredible that we're 4th. And honestly, if we can just keep improving the team. And yup, we need to, boys, because I think where he's gone. And as I said before, boys, we've got about 70 million to improve our team, and we need to get things right. At least before these Europa League games, which are really do or die for us, we need to get our squad in order. Now, I actually had a lot of other plans for this window. Maybe signing a new left back, bringing in a new right midfielder. But for now, I think all our focus needs to go in that centre back department. And one thing you guys have been telling me in the comments is that Crystal Palace are really used to signing players from the Championship as well as lower level Premier League clubs. And that's why I've just scouted a couple of players from Burnley, Maxime Esteve, as well as CJ Egan-Riley, 2 super young centre-backs. They've been instrumental in helping Burnley get promoted. What if we sign one of them for our squad? I know they're not going to be as high-rated as Guehi as experience, but I see potential, quite a bit of it. Especially Esteve. I think I'm leaning more towards him because he's 6'4". He's French as well, so should complement Lacroix really well. And I think we can get a really good deal on this, boys, like maybe 20 million or something. If we can get this one under 20 mil, it'll be an absolute steal. Okay, 22. I'm willing to do that, boys. 22 million. And we've just signed Maxime Esteve from Burnley. Oh, man, even with Esteve coming in, our backline doesn't quite feel the same. Guehi was so good. Now, we've still got more transfer business to do. But first, we've got a must-win Europa League game. And I don't like this. Munoz is not available. Do we have even a backup right back? No, we don't. This Imre guy is gonna have to play. Bro, our squad depth is absolutely useless, man. That's something I think we need to work on in the rest of this window. But for now, with what we have, we need to get a result, boys. We lose this game, we're out of the Europa League. No jokes about that. Oh, there's Esteve putting in a strong challenge. I want to keep seeing that from him. And here's Raksaki on the ball, looking to create something. He knows he's got the talent, but does he have the finish? He has. Raksaki, that's what I've been expecting from him. Ismail Assar never did that. And yo, if Raksaki can keep this kind of form up, plays like this, I don't think we need to sign a right midfielder. We can make him a starter, develop him into being maybe the next Saka. Oh, but right now we're going to have to defend here. Lacroix, brilliant defending. Updates on the charge. Oh, that's brilliantly done. I'm going to square this one. No, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. But I don't think it's going to be one that's costly because we've got Raksaki, and no, he missed as well. This could be the goal we've been waiting for. Easy up there, and this time it was an easy finish from him. And yes, boys, that puts us in the top 24 of the Europa League. There's still one game to go, which is must win, because if we lose, there's a chance we get kicked out. Before this game, though, I do feel like we need to figure out some transfers. I think I want to trust Raksaki a bit in that right midfield position. Let's give him the rest of the season and see how much he can grow. So yes, I won't sign another right midfielder. I do think, though, we need to improve our squad depth, boys. Absolutely getting a new right back is the play. And let's see if we can find some hidden gems in the Championship. We've got Munoz as a starter, so we only need a really good backup option, someone young with a lot of potential. Oh, and I really like this one. Try Hume, 77 right back from Sunderland. By the way, Sunderland secured promotion to the Premier League in real life, and I presume Hume played a big part in that. And I don't think we're going to have any problems in signing him for Crystal Palace. I'm going to chuck in 13 million. Okay, we'll get a deal at 14. That works for me. And there you go. Palace have got a new right back. I think I want to give Hume his debut in our final Europa League game. And let's win this, boys, and secure our spot in the knockouts. Essays on the charge. Oh, what a ball for Raksuki. Oh, ho, ho. Did I just call him Raksuki? Well, apologies for that. But nah, that pass from Esse and the finish as well. Such a good goal. Bro, I'm already struggling to decide who's played of the episode. Could be Raksaki, could be Mateta, could be even Esse. Yes, try Hume, who we've just signed right now, and he manages to score on his debut. What a start to his career at Crystal Palace. And we do end up securing the win. And there you go, 17th in the Europa League. There is hope, boys. We're still in contention to win this competition. I know it's going to be difficult because we're going to have to go through the play playoffs, but we're still alive. Although all that focus in a European football has cost us in the Premier League, the gap between us and Arsenal, 9 points. That's not good, man. I thought this season we could at least secure top 4. That could be huge for the future of this club. But you know what? Maybe we still can. We're only a couple of points off Newcastle, 4 off Wolves, and we've still got deadline day left. 30 million in the bank, but I need your help. What do you think we need to do to get this Palace team top 4, as well as maybe win the Europa League? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for the next episode soon. But oh boy, this Palace series is about to get intense. Something special is happening here at Crystal Palace. Against all odds, we're in a Premier League title race. We've also stormed into the Europa League knockouts. But just when everything was falling into place, our captain, Marc Guehi, has jumped ship. He's joined Liverpool. His contract was running out and there was no way I was letting him go for free, so I sold him immediately. But with Guehi gone, our title charge is crumbling. We've slipped out of the top 4, and desperate times call for desperate measures as we've signed Esteve from Burnley, the man who's been called the budget Van Dijk. But can he really fill the void left by our skipper? We've still got 30 million left in the bank, and the transfer window is still open, but not for long because it's deadline day. If we can get our next transfer right, we might be able to claw our way back into the title race. Okay, boys, I think I'm expecting a bit too much from this Palace team. It's a miracle in itself that we've somehow been in the title race. We're going to be in the Europa League knockouts. We're definitely overachieving with what we have. And since Guehi's departure, we have been exposed a little bit, although I can say that Esteve has been a good signing. He's getting better and better as we play through more games. But since we are in such a good position in the Premier League, I really feel like we should be doing everything possible to push for top 4. It could completely change the trajectory of this club. Because imagine all that Champions League money coming in. So yeah, we've got to make the perfect decision with our next signing. But hold on. Firstly, we've got an offer on deadline day for Eberechi Eze, and it's Manchester United that want him. And there's even offers for Mateta. This is literally the biggest fear I had when Marc Guehi left the club, because that opens the door for all our other superstars like Eze and Mateta to leave. I'm definitely not accepting this offer from Nottingham Forest. But this offer from Manchester United for Eze, it's going to be tough to not accept, especially considering Man United are in a better place than us. I'm right now having an emergency meeting with Eze. Unlike with Guehi, we've got to convince Eze to stay. The good thing is his contract is not expiring. He still has a few years on it, so we do have the power in this negotiation. Boss, I'll be honest, I'm not considering joining Man United. They're kind of finished. But if an offer comes from a big European club or Liverpool or Arsenal, I would have considered. But if next season you can somehow guide us to Champions League football, I'll stay and be a leader of this project. And okay, this went a lot better than the Guehi meeting. Completely fair assessment from Eze. He's a smart lad for not wanting to join Manchester United. Look at the amount of careers they've destroyed. But he's also smart in saying that if a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, those kind of clubs come in for him, he's not going to hesitate. But if we get him Champions League football, which by the way is our goal as well, he'll commit to this project. I like that mentality. Now to get to the Champions League, I think this team needs a new left back. Every other position, I think we're covered for now. We of course made the call that Rak-Sakyi is going to be the player we trust in that right midfield position. Now, you won't believe this, but Miles Lewis-Skelly actually fits our budget. We could get one of Arsenal's biggest talents for just 13 million. Unfortunately, though, he's on loan at Como. But could you imagine Lewis-Skelly playing for Crystal Palace? That would be huge. Now, Como do have another left back, and it's an Englishman. Leif Davis, 80 rated, 26 years old. There's pace as well. We're negotiating with Cesc Fabregas for this one. 18 million is my offer. They're countering with 20.8. And you know what? For deadline day, this is not bad at all. I think we can get a deal done at 20. And yes, boys, looks like we are getting a left back upgrade. And this was rather a simple transfer. No drama or anything. Leif Davis is back in England playing for Sunderland. And I think with Davis, we've made such a sensible upgrade. I think he fits the ethos of our team. We've actually now got a bit of squad depth as well. I'm loving the look of our squad. And with that, boys, we're getting through deadline day. Apart from Guehi, at least nobody else left. Let's now just take a look at our objectives to see what we've got to be focusing on ahead. Reaching the Europa League semi-finals. That's going to be so tough, man. We're not a club with too much European history. And truth be told, we only just about got out of the league phase. Also, we've got an objective to win a trophy, which I don't know if we can do. Don't forget, we need to complete 3 out of the 5 objectives to just keep our job here at Palace. Otherwise, I get fired and the series ends. But yeah, we are looking good for the wins against top 6 teams. We've got 2 out of 4. But on the academy front, we have slowed down a bit. Now, we do have young Jamie Barlow coming through the ranks. At some point this season, I am going to promote him. But yeah, these other academy players we've got are absolute frauds. Now, I do remember sending out a scout to find maybe centre-back talents, but we haven't found anyone with crazy good talent yet. But yeah, guys, I want to try and complete all my board objectives, because then the board will give us a really good bonus for next season's budget. For now, though, our European tour continues as we've got the playoffs. I think we're favorites against Montpellier. Honestly, guys, I don't think it's that unrealistic for us to dream about winning the Europa League. Don't forget, clubs from the Champions League don't get dropped down to the Europa League anymore. So maybe we have the quality to win this. But hey, we're going to have to do it on the pitch here. And getting into the round of 16 is the first step, as we've got Raksaki already on the charge, but not finding space. He has established himself as a starter. Good bit of play there. And SAR play should have scored. Also, winning the Europa League would not only help us complete 2 board objectives, but it'll also qualify us for Champions League next year. Imagine how big that could be. And here's Eze, who's gone through, looking back for Mateta. No, come on. How is that getting saved? It's crazy to think that Eze could have easily become a Manchester United player, but he's decided to stay, and he's showing what quality he has. Saki now back for Eze. How is he put that wide? Oh, Mateta's completely through. This should be the goal, and there you go. The Man Mountain is as reliable as ever. Oh, and even our new signing, Leif Davis, is now settling into the Palace way. Oh, and Mateta could now try and kill this game off. Look at the strength he's got, and what a finish that was. He smashed that in with all the power he had. We had just too much talent for Montpellier. Over 2 legs, we've got the job done. We keep marching on in the Europa League. Yo, we've drawn Molde in the Europa League round of 16. I'm starting to dream that we can actually pull this off. Oh no, but I just saw that somehow Man City are in the Europa League. That is crazy.
You shouldn't be here.
Neither should you.
There's Chelsea even. I'm just hoping they somehow get knocked out. For now, though, we're getting favorable draws. But also, now we got to turn our attention to the Premier League, where we're 6th. But if we do win our next game, I think we'll go back into the top 4. Oh no, our next fixture is against Liverpool, the club that literally stole Guehi from us. We do have a press conference before that. França on the bench, and you're not mentioning his name even once. That's been surprising for some people. 20-year-old talent from Brazil with loads of potential. Would you consider maybe loaning him out instead of just wasting his entire career? Guys, I may have had an oopsie moment. I had no idea that this Matheus França kid was like 21, 70 overall, a Brazilian with these stats as well. The potential's there. Look at the dribbling already. How did I not take attention of this kid? Well, thanks to you guys, at least I've acknowledged his existence. And you know what? I'm gonna start him against Liverpool. Let's see what he's all about against big opposition. Now, against the big boys of the Premier League this season, we've had a couple of wins. We need 4, and Liverpool are behind us in the Premier League rankings right now, so this might be a chance. Oh, Darwin Núñez has broken through. Esteve has pace, but not enough to stop Núñez there, and what a finish. And that's maybe where we missed Mark Guehi. And there he is, man, hustling and bustling against Mateta. And he's putting in challenges as well. This is making me sad right now. And again, Darwin Núñez breaks through. There's nothing we can do to catch him, and it's 2-0 Liverpool. Not gonna lie, boys. We threw Matheus França into the deep end here, and he has not been able to do anything. Can't even blame him, man, because this is Liverpool. Bro, what an L we've taken. Bro, look at our downfall since Guehi's departure. We've dropped down to 10th. We were literally in the Premier League title race, and now we're nowhere to be seen. Oh, but at least in the academy front, I think we found a baller. Austin Wheatley, a centre-back valued like 1.2 million. That is crazy. Not gonna lie, this dude kind of reminds me of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But of course, as a centre-back, already 64 rated, not bad at all. At some point this season, we're gonna have to promote both Wheatley and Barlow to complete our objective. But yeah, at least we're doing well on the academy front. But yeah, it is starting to feel like maybe the Europa League is our best shot at success this season. Eberiche Eze, I'm glad he's back in the team for this game as he looks for Mateta. I think he's onside. Oh, Mateta, no, he's off anyways. He still missed that though. Upday now, looking back for Mateta, who's found a bit of space. There's the finish. Inside the box, there's no one more clinical than Mateta. Oh, and did you see that tackle from Lacroix? That's what we need from our defense. Oh, and do we have a knock here? I think it's Abde. He's not moving right. We're bringing Abde off, and I'm hoping it's not a serious one. Ismail Assar is going to come on after quite a while. Raksaki looking for Eze, who's broken through. Eberiche, Eze, that finish was cold. I'm so glad he stayed with us and not left for Man United. And over 2 legs, we just had way too much quality for Molde. Through we go to the quarterfinals. And no way, exactly what I wanted to happen has happened. Real Sociedad have knocked out Man City. Chelsea 2 are out of the Europa League. Bro, somehow I feel like we're now one of the favorites. This is absolutely crazy. The luck has been in our favor. And okay, the draw has actually been made for the quarterfinals. We're facing Lazio. Now that's going to be a proper test for us. Before that, though, we need to try and climb some spots, at least in the Premier League. I don't want to be finishing mid-table. But oh no, remember that injury to Abde? It's apparently a serious one. My guy has broken his toe. He's out for the next couple of months. I feel like injuries is the only thing that can stop us. And Abde being out, it's massive. And 2 months is like a long time frame. I don't think he's going to be back until the end of the season. He might be available for the Europa League final if we get there, but this is bad. Right now, I'm thinking Ismail Assar playing in that left midfield position is our only choice. But right now, we're going out to face Chelsea, and we kind of do need to beat them for the objectives. And they've just been knocked out of the Europa League. Their morale will be down. This is a chance for us to strike. Oh my days, Chelsea have opened us up, and fair enough, Serge Gnabry. The thing is, I still feel like we don't have the quality the big clubs in the Premier League have. But we're getting there, but it's gonna be a journey. Oh, that's not a pen, ref. Of course, it's the coldest player on the planet taking the penalty, but he's missed. Yo, Palmer never misses penalties. I guess that's Big Dean Henderson for you. Sar loses the ball. Yeah, we are really missing Eze out there, man, honestly. Full time, guys, and even that penalty save couldn't inspire us to get the win. We have just completely fallen off in the Premier League. Do you know what, boys? I think we've reached the point where maybe we need to sacrifice the Premier League. I don't think we're going to be beating any of the top 6 clubs. We're just not good enough. Even if we fail that objective, we're looking good to complete at least 3. The Academy one should be done. We're so close to the Europa League semi-finals. We complete that, and at least we'll keep our job. But yeah, to win the Europa League, I think we might just need to go all in there and just focus on that. For now, let's just focus on making it to that semi-finals. We've got to go through Lazio for that. And man, it's going to be tough without Abde. I guess in our current situation, we've made the decision that Sarr is going to be playing there. So far, the Europa League has been really easy for us. We've not had to face tough opposition, but I think Lazio is going to be tough. One of the better Serie A teams. Oh, this is bad though. And what a save from Big Dean Henderson. We need him to do that, but what are we doing at the back? Clearing it away. Can we not have those kind of chaotic moments? It's a Europa League quarterfinal, man. Oh, but no, this is bad. Lazio have broken through. I'm charging him with Big Dean Henderson again. He's made the save. Honestly, boys, we should have been 2-0 down in this first half. We have not played well at all. We've got to take this opportunity, boys. Mateta, he's gone through, but no, he couldn't turn Wade Penn. Our luck in this competition is just crazy because I have no idea how that's a pen. We've got Mateta stepping up. He's our main man, our goal scorer, and he bangs this one home. I know it's undeserved, but we've got the lead. And now it feels like our team is completely woken up with Eze through, and we've actually doubled up our advantage. This was a game we were supposed to be 2-0 down. Instead, we're cruising 2-0. Mentally, this Lazio team is gone. They are letting us walk through, and they've let us kill the tie. 3-0. I actually can't believe this is happening. Second leg was just a formality, but we still managed to win. And with that, we've made it to the semi-finals of the Europa League. We've drawn Real Sociedad. But honestly, bro, this has been one of the most fugazi tournament runs I think I've ever experienced. The luck we've had, I'm just hoping it'll carry through for a few more games because, man, we could actually win the Europa League. More objectives-wise, we've just completed our second challenge. And I'm thinking since we do have a game against Man United next, and yes, we have kind of given up on the Premier League. We're 11th. Why not try and complete our Youth Academy objective? We've got Jamie Barlow in here, who we've now upgraded to 5-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. He's up to a 63 overall as well. Let's promote him to the senior team. And also Austin Wheatley, another highly talented player that we've got in the academy. We're gonna give these two youngsters their first team debut, and this is gonna help complete our 3rd board objective. At least we now don't have to worry about getting sacked. But yeah, I am kind of excited to see how this Barlow kid is gonna fare. how Wheatley's gonna be at the back. Okay, he does look massive. Oh, look at the spaceship for Barlow. He's not started his run, though. Finally, he does. This could be something special here. Barlow brings it inside. That first touch was the worst I think I've ever seen. We're having to do a lot of defending, boys, and Lacroix is carrying that defense right now. Look at him at all those challenges. And then the block comes in from Munoz. We're gonna need to see something from our academy players here, as Barlow is making a good run, but we can't find him. Okay, this is good because Sai's got incredible pace to just run through. Still going through. I'm going to try and cut it back for Barlow. What is he doing? But he's actually scored. His movement was absolutely woeful, but he still made it work. Jamie Barlow gets his first Palace goal against Manchester United. Oh, this is bad, but Wheatley with a good header, and we do get it away. Not bad. The academy players are holding their own. And we could do something as Eze looks for Barlow again. First touch is good. Nope. Strikes it, but that was terrible. They've still got a lot to learn. What a ball that is for Barlow. No way, not again. I can't believe what's happening here. Jamie Barlow, this time his movement was on point. We're witnessing one of the greatest 17-year-old debuts in Premier League history. Oh, did you see that block from Wheatley there? Saved us a goal. Oh, we might finally end up conceding. No, we don't, because Dean Henderson saves legit everything. And no way. There's Barlow in the box. He could get himself a hat-trick, and he does. The greatest debut in Premier League history, I think. Jamie Barlow has just scored a hat-trick. We've just witnessed the birth of a superstar. Jamie Barlow, remember the name. One thing's for sure, I think we all have our player of the episode from this one. And wait a minute, I don't think we gave player of the episode for the last episode, so I guess we'll just do it right now. Of course, the usuals, Mateta and Dean Henderson were the big choices. They were crazy in the last one. But there were some interesting comments about you guys representing Lacroix. And you guys were right, boys. He made some crucial blocks and interceptions. We'll go with him this time. And for being player of the episode, we're giving him the Anticipate playstyle. Let's go. And by the way, guys, we've now completed the Academy Challenge as well from the board. That means basically our job at Palace is safe. We are going to get to renew our contract for next year. The only thing that's left is trying and completing the rest of our objectives, because that'll give us extra money for season 2. And so, yes, I want to do that. We need one more win against the top 6 Prem club. That's going to be tricky, but winning a trophy, I think it's possible if we can make it to the Europa League final. And now our push to win a trophy begins here. Mission Europa League. We've genuinely had the craziest luck in the Europa League, and I'm wondering if that's going to continue, because imagine if it does. Eze's dribbling there's been unreal, and Eze, what a finish! Compared to how terrible things have been in the Premier League lately, the Europa League has been a breath of fresh air. Oh, but let's not get too excited here. Jared Bowen has gone through, and what a challenge from Munoz! The passion our team displays in this competition, it's crazy. And now Ismail Assar and Asi Mateta completely open. Real Sociedad don't know what hit him. Once again, over 2 legs, we just had too much for Real Sociedad. They couldn't fight back. And how crazy this is, boys. We're going to be playing a European final in our first season with Palace. To be fair, they do have recent experience of winning silverware. They won the FA Cup. That's why we started this journey. But now by winning the Europa League, we can take Palace to the next level. They'll be in the Champions League next season. The budget will be bigger. We won't have to let go of our players like Guehi. Wait a minute, Wharton's suspended? No, that's horrible. We're gonna have to play someone like Decore instead. Wharton's gonna be a big miss. Also, I thought Abde would recover fully for the final, but he's still not 100% fit, and that'll take another 8 days. We're actually missing 2 of our first team players for the European final. To think we'd be playing a European final so early on with Palace. But hey, it all started when they won the FA Cup. That's what got them the qualification for this tournament. But now we've got to dream big. This is our chance. Now, this left side of our team does feel a bit different with Decore starting, and oh, he does not look in tune. And now Roma are on the attack trying to punish us. Esteve making a good challenge there. I think our strategy must be to attack from this right side where we do have Raksaki, who looks in good form. Lovely ball in, but no, it got cleared away too easily. Although now Ruben Neves has got a bit of space and room to shoot. And Ruben Neves does what he does best. A long shot from outside the box. That's what Neves does. This might be one of the biggest aura moments I think I've seen in this series. To pull off a goal like that in a European final. I am so glad we freed Ruben Neves from the Saudi League. I'm starting to believe now, boys. I think we can actually pull this off. But oh man, this is Roma we're facing. And oh, Dean Henderson. We need to build him a statue, man. The amount of saves he makes. I don't even care right now about going forward. We just need to defend like our lives depend on it. And that's what we're doing. And it's also created an opportunity here for Mateta, who keeps going. Mateta, no, Chevalier, what a save. Mateta once again, this time opening up a bit of space with that fake shot. Mateta again, how did he not convert that? It's just like we kind of want to give Roma a bit of hope, man, and it's not going to take much for them to score. We can't do that, especially when they've got Paulo Dybala, the jewel of Argentina, on the charger, dribbling like that. Lacroix, how did he get nutmegged there? Somebody defend. Dean Henderson made the save. Can we not? How is that not offside? And Roma have equalized out of nowhere. We had this game locked up, man. How did we not hold on? Oh my days, it's still not over. We have a free kick in the 90th minute, and you know who's stepping up to take this. He's already scored a banger. If he scores this free kick, the roof is about to go off in this place. Ruben Neves, decent amount of power in there. Goes for it. Neves, oh my days, what a save. Yes, boys, the Europa League final is about to go to extra time. I do not like this. Wait, it's complete chaos right now as Munoz has got the ball. Looks back for Sarr, who strikes it and again forces a big save. Ruben Neves finding a bit of space. Again, another save. I might be making a grave mistake that might haunt me for the rest of my life, but I'm bringing on Barlow. The last time he played, he literally scored a hat-trick. I think the fresh legs could be helpful. Saying that, we'll also bring on Will Hughes for the midfield for Decore. Lacroix is absolutely finished on stamina, but I think we need him on the pitch. He's a leader at the back. But we will bring on players like Trihume, Mitchell as well. Lot of fresh legs for these last 15 minutes. I'm going to try and win this. No. Dean Henderson. After all the saves you made, how did you let that go through? And now we're the ones chasing the game. 9 minutes left and we need a goal. We don't even have Mateta on the pitch. I completely messed up. Or maybe I did because Raksaki keeps going through. Raksaki, oh my days, he should have scored. We're still trying though. Eze, I can't believe this, boys. In the 119th, we've equalized. This is absolute cinema. And we're going to penalties. And honestly, I'm relieved. I'll take it. We were on the verge of losing in extra time, and somehow we've taken it to pens. Big Dean Henderson, we need you to step up. Dybala's taking the first pen. He's missed. There's no way Ruben Neves is missing this. He's going to slot this home. I can't believe it. I really can't. Dov big, and he scored his penalty. Eberiche Eze, I trust you. I trust you to bury this one. There you go. Come on, Dino. We need a save. No, cheeky chip. Will Hughes has come on, and I've barely used him this season, but he's taking a penalty, and he's taking it well. Come on. Could we get a save? No. Ismail Sarr taking this penalty. Come on. Decent pen. That's all I'll say. We need a save from Big Dean Henderson, and we're not going to get it. Raksaki, the youngster, is going to take this penalty. Pressure's on him, but he doesn't feel pressure. We need a save, Mandino. We need a save. No. Oh, no. 17-year-old Barlow. I am nervous for this lad. Can he keep it cool? He can. Are we going to make a save or not? We aren't. This is literally just going to go on and on until we miss, and we're not missing. Can we make a save? No, I don't get this. This is too frustrating. No, I'm getting impatient, man. I'm not taking these penalties well. It's going in, so I'm okay. We need a save now. I can't, man. How long am I going to have to deal with these sudden dead penalties? Because we're scoring ours. Henderson, make a save. This is unbelievable. Oh, no. I messed up. I dropped my controller as well. Unbelievable, boys. This might be the most brutal way I think I've lost any final. Unbelievable. Everything we worked for. This could have been our gateway to the Champions League. Instead, on penalties, we've lost the Europa League final. Brutal. The Premier League Season 2 comes to an end as we end up finishing 10th. But man, I think it's going to take me a while to get over that Europa League defeat. It was absolutely brutal. But hey, there were still a lot of positives to take from that season. Mateta in particular, what a goal machine. Eze as well was incredible. The emergence of Jamie Barlow, who would have thought? And since we completed 3 out of the 5 board objectives, we're gonna get to keep our job. The Palace project will continue. And season 2, we gotta improve our team more. We're only gonna be playing Premier League football. So yeah, we're gonna have to make the most of it. As I told you before, we're not stopping until we make Palace the best English club. The journey continues. objectives in Season 2. We were on the verge of European greatness with Crystal Palace. This would have completely transformed the club. We would have qualified for Champions League, more broadcast money would be coming in. It would also make it easier to sign world-class players. But instead, we completely bottled it in the most heartbreaking way possible as well, losing on penalties. I mean, the fact that we sacrificed the Premier League to try and win the Europa League, but we still failed, and that has consequences. You see, this season, we're not going to be playing in any European competition, and that's why some of our best players are considering leaving, especially Eberechi Eze. He's had an outstanding season, there's interest from all big Premier League clubs, and unfortunately, he has made the decision to leave. I can't really blame him, man. We're not playing European football this year. He's 28, he wants to be playing for a big club, and there's a £36.5 million offer from Liverpool. We're gonna have to let him go. I can't believe it. One of our most talented players is leaving the club. This is what happens when you're managing a mid-table Premier League club and you don't achieve success. You're forced to sell your best talents. And now it feels like we're starting off Season 2 on the back foot. Look at our team. Without Eze, it does not look the same. And honestly, there could be more player sales as well. It all depends on the board. Okay, I've now got a board meeting and they're going to give me my objectives for the season. If there's something about selling players here, it could really destroy our club. But okay, we're seeing some lofty ambitions from the board here. They want us to secure a top 4 finish this season. I mean, we literally finished 10th last year. Top 4 is going to be mental. Oh, but they also want me to sign an 83 plus rated English player. I'm not surprised. They want a replacement for Eze. I like that. Also, 5 wins against the traditional top 6 clubs. Winning a trophy as well. We couldn't do that last year. And this time, we're not even playing European football. It's gonna be hard. And finally, the board want me to trust our youth academy by giving 20 appearances to the youth academy talents. And to be fair, we do have a couple of talents that really shined last season. Jamie Barlow, a hat-trick on his debut. There's also Wheatley, a rock-solid centre-back. By the way, Barlow was so crazy in the last episode, but he is your player of the episode, so he's gonna get a lovely play style. And of course, I'm giving him the finesse shot one, boys. That's gonna make him really good in the box, even though he's only 67 rated. But saying that, boys, with Barlow, Wheatley coming in, and also the rest of our team, we do still have talent. Even without Eze, I think we've built a solid foundation. If we can just build on this, I think we can have a solid season with Palace. And by the way, if you look at our objectives, there is nothing about selling any of our players. The board want us to continue this project, but yeah, the ultimate truth is going to be decided by the budget we have, and almost 99 million to spend. That is crazy. Of course, about 36 came from the Eze deal, but this still shows intent from the board, and that's got me excited, boys. I became the Palace manager to, of course, make them one of the best Premier League clubs, and this is the kind of support I needed from the board. And I think our first task is already decided. We got to bring in the Eze replacement. Now, don't forget, with our objectives, we need to complete at least 3 of them to keep our job here at Palace. But of course, the more we complete, the better bonuses we'll get for the next season. And these are big, boys. 25 million for completing 4 objectives, 50 million for making it to 5. And of course, last season we could only complete 3. We didn't get any bonus because of that. But this season I kind of want to. And that's why I think we need to look for maybe an 83 plus rated English cam. That should sort us out for both objectives and for our team. I mean, there are players like Curtis Jones that I think could do the job. But don't forget, since we're not playing in Europe, it's going to be near impossible attracting talent from clubs that are playing in Europe. For a second, I just thought maybe Cole Palmer, but yeah, that's just going to be impossible. He's 90 rated, and he's not going to be leaving Chelsea to join Palace. And okay, I think I found a couple of players that could be the Eze replacement. First one is Morgan Gibbs-White, 83 rated cam playing for Nottingham Forest. I think, yeah, we could easily attract him from there, but the better option is undoubtedly Morgan Rogers. He's up to an 85 overall, and oh boy, it reflects in his price. He's playing for Aston Villa, who I've just checked aren't in the Champions League, so we are allowed to sign him. He's 23 as well. There's so much room for him to grow. I mean, if we want to take this Palace team forward, we need signings like this. Because if you remember, when we signed Ruben Neves, it improved our team so much. I think Morgan Rogers could do the same thing. This might genuinely wipe out most of our budget, but I think this is the kind of signing we need to take Palace forward. But we got to save as much cash as possible because I want to make other signings as well. Let's go with 56 mil. Oh boy, they've countered with 68, and I don't think that's too bad. Let's keep negotiating. Maybe Unai Emery will agree to sell Rodgers, and he's willing to go down to 62. That's what we need. I'm still gonna stick to 60 because I think we can get a deal, and yes, we can. Contract negotiations actually went pretty smooth, and now this is what I call a statement of intent. Morgan Rodgers joining Crystal Palace. This is exactly what we need to show all the other Premier League clubs that yes, we've lost Eze, but the Palace project is still on. We've signed, in fact, a better player. We're not going to be going down this season without a fight. I'm now wondering what else we can improve in this team, because hey, if we're aiming for top 4, I think we do still need more quality. Well, we do have a transfer offer here for Mateta, 30 million from Chelsea. I mean, if this deal goes through, we'll have enough cash to maybe bring in another striker. But last season, just how good Mateta was. The Man Mountain scored over 35 goals. I still think he's got a lot to offer us. I don't want to sell him yet. I think we should be figuring out another way to use the remaining 33 million we have, and maybe try and improve other areas of the squad, because I like having Mateta up top. In fact, I like our midfield as well. So I'm kind of unsure where we need to make the improvements. I mean, a better right midfielder could be an option, because Raksaki, as good as he is the next Bukayo Saka and all, but he's only 77 rated. So let me know what you guys think. Spending the remaining money we have right is going to be crucial. By the way, we do got to take a moment to honor our best player from last season. And there were 2 players to choose from. One was Mateta, the absolute man mountain and goal scoring machine, but also in goal, Dean Henderson. And I think he was the only reason we managed to reach a Europa League final. And the amount of saves he made in the Premier League too, it's gotta be him. You guys in the comment section were saying that too. And for being player of the season, he gets a play style plus, 1v1 close down plus. That's gonna make him rush out like a madman in goal, and that's kind of what we need, I'd say. Oh, meanwhile, the Premier League is quickly approaching. We've got our first game of the season against Southampton. And by the way, boys, press conferences are going to be a part of this series. So if you guys have any questions to ask the Palace gaffer, put them down in the comments below. Oh, and also while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get more S2G to 600k subs, and I need your help. I think these early season Premier League games are going to give us a great indicator of where our squad is, especially without Eze. We do have Morgan Rodgers, though, making his Palace debut. I'm so excited to see what he can offer. Also, Raksaki attacking right now, looking for Mateta, who's starting off this season strong, but he should have got the goal there. By the way, Abde, who was injured towards the back end of last season, he's now back. He's recovered from that broken toe. These next few games might be huge for Raksaki, because he's kind of fighting for his first team spot here. Oh, and he's doing a good job. You're looking for Morgan Rodgers. Cut back for Mateta. What a bit of play that was from Palace. Mateta doing Mateta type things. The goals just keep coming in for him. By the way, Morgan Rodgers already with an assist in this game, and that's what I'm feeling. His passing is really good as he finds Mateta. This time, though, just about offside. Feels good to have Abde back, man. We missed him towards the back end of last season. Let's look at the build-up play we're having. Mateta again. What? I know he scores a lot of goals, but sometimes Mateta misses the easiest of chances. Gonna have to do a bit of defending, which is something we didn't really do all that well last year, but this time estimated well. And now Dean Henderson, player of the season, making an easy save. Now second half on the charge we go with Morgan Rodgers finding a bit of space. Good strike that. Oh, could be a chance here to get something, and up there with the goal. Oh, what a finish that was. The minute that flew off his left foot, I knew it was going in. And I'm honestly so glad he's starting off the season strong, because we missed him in the back end of last year. Maybe if Abde didn't get injured, we wouldn't have lost the Europa League final. Oh, we've had a bit of an oopsie moment defensively, and Southampton get a goal back.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
But I'm not too worried, boys. We're still attacking really nicely, and a chance for Morgan Rodgers. He should have scored. Uh-oh, and this is where last season we completely fluffed everything defensively, but Big Dean Henderson, he's still making the saves. 90th minute, but look at Mateta chase the ball, and he's not giving up. He's won it back. Mateta could end this game for us here. Oh, but the shot's poor, but the rebound falls perfectly. That is game, set, match done. And that's how we want to start the Premier League season, boys. 3 points in the bag. And honestly, I think I learned a lot from that game. We might be better than we were last season with Morgan Rodgers in that camp spot. Abde coming back has changed everything too. And this season, since we've only got the Premier League to focus on, we might be onto something. Top 4 might be possible. At this moment, I'm thinking I'm not sure if I want to improve our first team, because I think it's really good. I want to keep trusting Raksaki, because there's potential for him to become absolutely unbelievable. But what I am thinking is maybe improving our squad depth, because last season where things fell apart for for us was when Upday got injured. Maybe bringing in like a backup left midfielder. That's somewhere we are lacking. That could be the play. For now, though, we're heading straight into some more Premier League action. Gotta keep winning, boys. These are the games like against Everton where we need 3 points and we keep pushing. Firing this one for Mateta, and already the Man Mountain is on the attack. I see Morgan Rogers making a nice run. Still Morgan. Oh, he made that look so easy. First goal for him in a Crystal Palace shirt. You guys think we should give him the number 10? This season, though, I'm feeling like Raksaki is taking a massive step up. He's found Mateta brilliantly, who's got the strength, but not the finishing. I really want Mateta to be more clinical inside the box, kind of like he was last season, and that's more like it. The Man Mountain keeps pushing and gets his goal. And that's how we've secured ourselves the win against Everton. Now, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I think we've had a solid start to the Premier League season. 2 games, 2 wins. I gotta say, last season we did the same thing, but then we just fell off. But that was mostly because we were playing European football. By the way, we're already seeing some growth this season. Mateta up to an 82, Raksaki 78. Actually, I think we need to focus more on improving our coaching department. How do we not have like a goalkeeper coach? Let's bring him in. Also, maybe like defensive coaches. So many 5-star coaches available. Now, this should really help the growth of our players. Oh, and by the way, next up, we've got a Carabao Cup game against Millwall. Look at our board objectives. We need to win a trophy. And logically, the Carabao Cup might be the easiest trophy to try and win. And since we're not going to be playing in Europe, I think we can take advantage of that and go all in on the Carabao Cup. But saying that, I'm going to use this tournament to give our youngsters a chance. Because, yeah, we do need to give them like 20 appearances for the board objectives. Both Barlow and Wheatley are going to start this game. We'll also play players like Mitchell and Hume. I still want some of the big boys like Morgan Rogers and Opte. But come on, boys. We're taking the Carabao Cup seriously. And here's young Jamie Barlow. Could you imagine he scores again? No, not this time. Bro, honestly, Raksaki is turning out to being a superstar this season, man. The vibes from him I'm feeling are so different. And oh, off the crossbar and in. Are you joking, Raksaki? That might be one of the contenders for goal of the season, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, but defensively, we got opened up. Who may try his best? How did we not concede a pen there? Surprisingly, Millwall have made this game a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like, look at them defend. But I think one more goal would seal the deal for us. Barlow opening up a bit of space. Finesse shot and bang. That's why we gave him the finesse shot playstyle for being played at the episode. Already putting it to good use. And through we go to the next round of the Carabao Cup. I'm going to be as shameless as possible and take this competition so seriously. Hey, we need a trophy. We got to do it. We're heading back now for some more Premier League action. Sheffield United. This time, though, we do have the big boys back. Mateta's in the lineup. And he's already scored, but I think that was off. Oh, Raksaki, bro, he's just getting better and better, and that's just when I said he had to make a finish like that. Bro, it was legit harder to miss than to actually score from there. Saying that, the step up I feel Raksaki has taken this season, it is outrageous, bro. He feels like a completely different player. Look at the way he's dribbling and getting past opponents. Lamine Yamal vibes out here. And of course, he gets tackled just as I say that. Neves now looking for Mateta. The hold-up play is good. We're still finding options. Morgan Rogers. And oh, he's put it wide. How have we not taken the lead in this game? Raksaki sees Munoz with a nice pass. Cut back inside for Mateta. That was perfect. I think all the credit for this goal goes to Munoz because that was an inch-perfect delivery for Mateta. Morgan Rogers has now gone through. Should settle things for us. And off the post. Bro, no way, man. We've been so much better than Sheffield. We are not conceding. And now Morgan Rogers, I need you to kill this game off. And that's more like it. Cold celebration from him as well. With that, boys, we've now got a perfect start in the Premier League. 3 games, 3 wins. Okay, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. But now I'm going to. I think we're contenders for the Premier League title this year.
Stop the cap.
I know I said it last season and we completely fell apart. But this season, I'm feeling the vibes, boys. We've scored 7 goals so far, just 1 conceded. I know we're yet to play some of the top teams like Man City, but it really is feeling like we've built something special here at Palace. And the fact that we don't have to contend with European football, we can go all in on the Premier League. Now, I still need some help from you guys. We've got 34 million left in the bank. We are on transfer deadline day. Maybe we can make one more signing that can help us win all the titles. Let me know in the comments. We've got just 9 hours left on transfer deadline day, but we do have 35 million in cash. But the question is, how do we use this money to improve our team? Because you see, over the last couple of seasons, we've spent a lot of time building out this Palace team. And yes, there have been setbacks, like club captain Guehi leaving, Eze recently leaving for Liverpool. But in spite of that, we've replaced them really well. Players like Esteve and more recently Morgan Rogers coming in. This Palace team looks unbelievable in terms of quality. And that is showing so far in the Premier League as 3 games, 3 wins. And that makes this deadline day signing even more important. Because maybe if we can get this transfer right, it could somehow put us in the Premier League title race. Alright boys, it's time to make a decision. I think we've got like 2 options here on what we can do. Option 1 is not make a signing. Just save the money that we've got. Maybe keep it for January when we can see where we need to invest it. And I do like this option because if you look at our first team right now, it's been built so well. We've got talent almost everywhere. But saying that, I do think we've got a problem, particularly in that left midfield position. Now, if you remember last season, Opde got injured for a couple of months, and that kind of threw our season away. We bottled Premier League results, lost the Europa League final even, and if something like that happens again, maybe a Rogers injury, a Mateta injury, the same thing might happen again, and we can't allow that. I think we've got depth in almost every position bar that left midfield spot. So that's the play now with 8 hours to go. We'll use the 35 million that we've got, bring in a left midfielder to compete with Opde. And okay, we've got a press conference now. Marcus Rashford showed his admiration for S2G so that he can join the Palace project. He thinks coach S2G can truly revive his career. Also, Raksaki has admired Rashford as a player and a human being. Thoughts on the project? Well, I don't think I've ever seen a perfect comment like that one, because Marcus Rashford, he's literally everything I think we need. He's had a decent season, of course, at Aston Villa. Now back at Man United, where probably he doesn't want to play. 80 overall means that I think he easily fits in our budget. In fact, I think we can get a great discount on him. And because he's a bit older, I think it's good competition for Opde. I mean, this literally could be the perfect deadline day signing. Plus, Rashford can play striker as well, so he gives us a bit of depth for Arteta. With the clock ticking, boys, let's not waste any time. I want to sign Marcus Rashford. We're in a room here with Ruben Amorim, and I'm going to try and get a deal out of this, boys. 15 million would be crazy. That would leave us with cash to maybe do something in January as well. Okay, 16.2, bro. That is crazy for Marcus Rashford. I'm going to try and stick to 15 million to try and get the best deal, and it's actually worked. This might be one of the craziest career mode deals I think I've ever done. And on transfer deadline day, we have pulled it off. Marcus Rashford is joining Crystal Palace. I think I gotta give a lot of the credit for this signing to you guys. Because yeah, Marcus Rashford I think was an unbelievable suggestion. Exactly what we need. And with that, boys, we are done with deadline day. With the window shut, this is the team we've got for this season. How would you rate our transfer window? I think we did a pretty good job considering the situation. You know, having to sell Eze, replacing him. I'd give this window a solid 9. I don't really know what we could have done better. Let me know in the comments. Now, with all the transfer drama done, it's time we focus on the Premier League. Don't forget, this season we're not going to be in any European competition, which means we will have an advantage over all the other clubs. Our players should be more fit, and could that lead to something special? I know we're in the title race already, but it's early days. Being realistic, I think our goal should be like top 4 minimum, and we can see where it goes from there. By the way, don't forget we've got board objectives as well, and if we don't complete at least 3 out of the 5, the Palace project ends, I'll be sacked. But so far, things are looking good, boys. We had to sign an 83+ English player, which we did in Morgan Rogers. Trusting the youth one is going well, thanks to the fact that we've got 2 unbelievable talents like Jamie Barlow, as well as Austin Wheatley. Oh, and by the way, look at this. Borussia Dortmund is interested in Jamie Barlow. I mean, you know you've got talent when Dortmund is interested in you, but of course, we're going to reject this. Barlow is key for one of our board objectives, and I kind of really want to just develop him. But yeah, even our objectives have got like a top 4 finish, winning a trophy. We really do need to have a big season this time around. We can't bottle like last season where we lost the Europa League. Nah, that is not happening. And by the way, we've got our first big test in the Premier League. We're facing Spurs. And I think for this game, I do want to give Rashford his debut. And by the way, this game is important for our board objectives too, because we need to win 5 games against the traditional top 6. The board wanted us to do that to show that we belong with the big clubs in the Premier League. But so far, those Spurs is just going right through us, and with a chance for Solanke and 1-0 Spurs. Bro, the first time this season we face against a big club, and well, we're getting cooked. Let's finally give the ball to Marcus Rashford. Debut for Palace. And come on, I think we can make a comeback here. Is Rashi on the ball, looking for Mateta. Now another one for Rak-Saki in a great spot. How did we not score there? Oh, Rashford getting tackled like that. Please tell me we've not signed the Man United version of Rashford. I want the Aston Villa Rashford. Oh, this is exactly the version of Rashford I want. Look at the pace, but no, he's lost it a bit. Okay, Rashford might not be as quick as he once was.
I've got no legs!
Rak-Saki, though, seeing the run of Munoz. This is nice. Brilliant ball inside for Marcus Rashford, but I think he's off. He can't believe it, but just look at the lines. He was actually miles offside, man. He should have really held his run there. Maybe so far I'm just really trying hard with Rashford. I just want him to succeed here at Palace, and he's put in a really good pass for Davies, who's actually got the finish. For a left back, that wasn't too bad. Also an assist for Marcus Rashford. Okay, it's 1-1 now, and now we got to push forward here and take this game away. We need to show that this season we're ready to beat the big teams regularly. Uh-oh, too much space here for Spurs. We're not defending this well, but we've got Big T Nendo. What a save that was. Man, Spurs have suddenly upped the tempo massively. We're struggling here, and this time they've scored. We're trying to make an instant comeback, though, with Mateta, who strikes that and puts it wide. That is one criticism I have of Mateta, is that sometimes he takes way too many chances to score. And in games like this, against the big boys in the Premier League, he's not clinical enough. And I can't believe it, boys. This is a massive setback. I really thought this season, with the way we were building our team, that we could compete for the Premier League title. How silly of me. And just like that, we're no longer unbeaten in the Premier League. We're still second, but that result versus Spurs has filled me with a lot of doubts. Maybe the departures of Guehi and even Eze, they've hit us really hard overall. And this season's not going to be easy without leaders like them. We're going to need other players to step up. Last episode, the one player that did step up was Rak-Saki. He's your player of the episode. And for that, we are giving him the finesse shot playstyle. Honestly, this season, I think we're betting a lot on Rak-Saki. We need him to grow like crazy, become the next Saka. Because I actually see the potential is there. He is that good. Right now, let's get him on a development plan to improve his passing. Meanwhile, we've now got a Carabao Cup game, and you know I'm absolutely shameless. We're gonna take the Carabao Cup extremely seriously. Because look at our objectives, man. We need to win a trophy, and I think the Carabao Cup is probably the only trophy possible realistically. Now, the good thing is, because we aren't playing European football, our team should be mostly fit for all the Carabao Cup games. Although I do want to take this chance to play the likes of Barlow and even Wheatley at the back. Because yeah, the board wants us to give the young players a chance as well, and it makes sense to do that in the Carabao Cup. Okay, this would be a really nice way to bounce back from that Spurs defeat. Bro, the fact that we've got mostly our first team playing is just so shameless. I mean, like, Morgan Rogers playing like a round 6 Carabao Cup game is hilarious. But hey, I said we're taking it seriously, and that's exactly what we're doing. Water ball for Rak-Saki, and he's got the finish as well. Just as we were talking about him taking things to the next level. Now, defensively, it's going to be all on Wheatley and the youngster. They're doing a brilliant job. And now we're trying to finish this game off with Morgan Rogers here, looking for options. Rak-Saki is there again, and he gets himself another goal. And through we go to the next round of the Carabao Cup. We're going to give everything to try and win this trophy. Oh, and we've drawn Watford in the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup. I will take that. Now, once again in the Carabao Cup, we're going to continue using our youngsters, Wheatley and Barlow. They've been doing the job. But let's keep pushing, boys. If we make it to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, that's when we can start believing that, yes, a trophy is possible. And here's Barlow on the attack. Want to take one from distance, and that wasn't too bad. Marcus Rashford here. I'm really hoping he can have a big impact in a game like this. Finds Barlow. Oh, that was a good pass for Rogers, but I think he was offside anyways. We're getting got offside way too often in this episode. Gotta say, though, Watford do mean business here, because I'm not able to get the ball off them for the most part. Wheatley's again there to clear things up, but we need to be doing stuff going forwards as well. And that's when a run like this from Marcus Rashford could come through. I don't know how he's managed to keep hold of the ball. He's still got it here. Looks for a pass for Barlow. He strikes, and there's the goal. I don't know how Jamie Barlow does it, but he always seems to be among the goals. Now, let's not give Watford a way back into this game. I want to settle things, and we're looking to find Barlow here. He does need a bit of support. He's actually dribbled really well there. Still Barlow. What a finish. Nah, man, this kid is something special. And through we go to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Oh, no, I can't believe this. We've drawn Arsenal. It had to happen at some point. We were going to end up facing big clubs. I mean, this is a trophy after all we're playing for. This is where the Carabao Cup gets really serious. Now, the good thing is it is going to be a while until we've got that game against Arsenal. Until then, we got to focus on the Premier League. Because look at that. We have dropped off quite a bit with a few losses, but we're still in 4th. Not too bad. 19 points. But I do think, though, if we want to stay in the top 4, qualify for Champions League next year, we're going to have to beat the big clubs. We're up against Chelsea next. This is also a chance to beat a top 6 club. Could be the player, chance to do something. Munoz cutting it back, and Raksaki, how have you not scored? And oh man, Chelsea coming forward with Nicola Jackson, and fair enough. I don't know what's happening this season against the big clubs. We just don't seem to have the quality. We're still going to try our best, though. Raksaki, I don't know from that angle what more he could have done. Up there, back in the lineup after a while, looking for Ruben Neves, who's going to try one from distance, and that wasn't too bad. We got to keep pushing, man. A goal from somewhere will come if we keep putting the pressure. Let's try across at the back post. It's brilliant. And come on, Morgan Rogers, you've got to do better. We're constantly trying to push, man. Raksaki on the charge once again. If he can find a bit of space, he can, but not the keeper. Oh, but they've made a mistake. Ball inside for Mateta. He's got to score. And Mateta finally scores. It's been a while, it feels like. Equalizing against Chelsea. And now it feels like things have completely changed. Morgan Rogers, how he should have scored that. The amount of chances I feel like we're wasting right now, it's crazy. And that's going to end up costing us, man. I can't believe it. But Raksaki, once again, in a good spot. Eze up there. Once again, their keeper stops it. What more am I supposed to do? We lost to Spurs, and now we lost to Chelsea as well. One thing that result made me realize is that we're nowhere near good enough to fight for the title. Look at Liverpool. They're just running away with it. I think our goal in the Premier League has got to be to get top 4. That'll get us Champions League football for next year, and we can start building our team even more. Expecting anything more was just foolish from my part. But yeah, I'm kind of worried about our objectives because right now we're 6th in the Premier League. We need to get top 4. If we get 5 wins against the top 6 clubs, we've not even got 1 so far. Even to win a trophy, we somehow need to get through Arsenal, which I have no idea how we're going to do. But okay, here we go. Carabao Cup quarterfinals. What do I do for the lineup? I think I want to start Marcus Rashford. I've got a feeling in a game like this, he can shine. But do I play Barlow and, of course, Wheatley? So far, I've trusted them and they've delivered, but this is completely different. We're up against Arsenal, and I have a feeling they're going to start their strongest team too. But you know what? Let's do it. We stuck with Wheatley and Barlow throughout this Carabao Cup. Let's give them a chance to shine and do the impossible. Bro, this already feels like the biggest game of our season. I see the run you're making, Rashford. I see you, and he's taking a really nice first touch. This could be massive. Marcus Rashford, but Donnarumma, what a save. Can't believe Arsenal have managed to sign the Italian. I just realized this is the first time Saka and Saki are going to be on the same pitch. I see some good runs being made. Oh, that's brilliant from Raksaki. He floored Saliba there, and he's actually scored. Wonderful stuff from Raksaki. And he's done that with Bukayo Saka watching. Bro, this might be goal of the season contender because he just floored Saliba there. Unbelievable. And now we can actually dream, boys. We're leading 1-0. If we can hold on to this, we'll be in a semi-final. Oh man, it's Saka versus Saki, and Saki wins the battle there. Let's go. Raksaki, bro, he's having the best game of his life. I can't believe it. He scored another one. This kid is something special, and I'm so glad we bet our chips on him to make him a starter. Arsenal is still on the attack with Odegaard, and they do get a goal back. But wait, we've got a chance to wrap this game off. Marcus Rashford, no, he could have done better there. To be honest, I don't want to criticize Rashford too much. This game, he's actually given it everything. He's been everywhere on the pitch, tracking back and defending too. Come on, man. The game should be over now. Referee, just blow the whistle. End it. And yes, boys. Oh, my days. What a grind this was. But we've made it through semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Here we come. But oh, man, the pain just never ends. We're going to have to deal with 2 legs against Man City if we want to win the Carabao Cup. And man, this season has honestly been such a weird one. In the Premier League, we seemingly have just completely fallen off. Kind of like last season. In fact, even top 4 is now looking really, really tough unless we can really push on. At the same time, we've got a chance to win a trophy with Crystal Palace. I don't know what's more important. Do we focus more on just the Premier League or maybe like the Carabao Cup? Premier League does give us a way into the Champions League, and if we want to progress with Palace and make them one of the best clubs in the world, we need to make Champions League football. So yeah, we're in a really tough spot right now. In terms of our board objectives though, it's not looking good for the top 4 finish. Not even looking good for the wins against the top 6 Prem clubs. It really feels like we're resting all our hope on winning that Carabao Cup, which could end horribly wrong. Next episode, though, we've got the transfer window, the semi-finals against Man City. I think we're going to find out a lot about my future here at Palace in the next one. We've got a striker problem. You see, from day one, Jean-Philippe Mateta has been the main man up top for us, and the Man Mountain has always delivered, scoring goal after goal in the Premier League, even leading the team to a Europa League final. But this season, things have been a bit different. He's still scoring a decent amount of goals, but against the big teams, he's squandering take chances. And if we want to take Crystal Palace to the next level, like qualifying for Champions League, winning the Carabao Cup, we might need to make the biggest decision of this series. Should we transfer list Mateta? Okay, I can't believe we're even discussing this. But when I went through your comments, there were so many people talking about just how inefficient Mateta's been, especially against the big boys. And you guys are right, man. When it matters, the big occasion, the big game, he's not been delivering. In fact, this season, everything has been coming through Raksaki, especially the big goals. I mean, I would say he's been our best player this season itself, but he's a winger. We can't depend for all our goals coming from him. We need a striker who can be dependable. And is it time for Palace to look for an upgrade over Mateta? That is the big question. Honestly, I kind of don't want to do it because we've had such good memories with Mateta. In that first season, he was an absolute unit. Scored so many goals. This time as well, he's got a decent amount of goals. I mean, I'm criticizing him, but he's still our top scorer. But the thing is, against the big clubs, that's where we need the difference maker. Now, the thing is, with the January window coming up, we could sell Mateta for over 30 million, probably even 40 million, plus another 16 million in the bank. We could easily sign like a 50 million worth striker. But you know what? Let's not make a decision in haste. We've still got about a couple of weeks until the transfer window opens. And don't forget, we're in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, and if we do end up selling Mateta, we'll need to rush and immediately sign a replacement. Because yeah, we need all the help we can get against Man City. By the way, talking about this Carabao Cup semi-final, let's take a look at our board objectives. And this is kind of why I'm also looking for a striker. It's not been a good season objectives-wise. We're looking nowhere near finishing top 4. We actually do have one win against traditional top 6 clubs, which came in, of course, against Arsenal in the cup. That does count. Thanks to you guys pointing that out in the comments. But yeah, winning a trophy means we need to get through Man City in the Carabao Cup. And maybe getting a new striker could help with that. We don't know. We're doing okay with the Youth Academy talents one, of course, thanks to Barlow scoring goals and Wheatley being decent at the back. For now, though, we're going to keep the Mateta discussion in the limbo. We've got a big game against Liverpool, and we need to start climbing up the table, man. Top 4 this season is our goal. I think we've got the squad to do it. Of course, even bringing in Marcus Rashford last time around, that's a huge added bonus to the side. He's not had the best of debuts, but I think he can give a lot. I'm also tempted to maybe try out a few games with Rashford up top at striker. Maybe if Mateta isn't scoring, that could be the play too. But yeah, before our big game against Liverpool, I kind of do want to honor Raksaki, player of the episode last time around. The only reason we're in a Carabao Cup semi-final is him. He destroyed Arsenal. And for that, we're going to make him even more explosive by giving him the quick step play style. And here we go, boys. We're off to Anfield to face the Premier League leaders. As I said, we got to start winning if we want to get to the top 4. And somehow, if we can get a result at Anfield, it could spur something on. Maybe even give us belief that we can win the Carabao Cup later on. Already Liverpool on the charge, and they've got a striker in Gyökeres who is just built to score goals. And they've Salah as well. Look at the play from them. We defended that well. And here's Raksaki, the difference maker. And I see Mateta making a really nice run. That's more like it. Mateta, though, but no finish there. By the way, I've not 100% made my decision with Mateta. It's still work in progress. We're going to assess his performance in the next few games. I see you, Raksaki. I see you. I see you. Mateta's not really making a run, but Raksaki finds a bit of space. And how is Maignan saving that? Did you guys see Mateta's movement there, though? It felt like he was hindering Raksaki. Could do something here, though. Chance. And the loose ball. Someone, please. Lacroix, it's complete chaos, but it's cleared away. Not gonna lie, boys, though. Against the Premier League leaders, we're actually putting up a crazy good fight. And it could lead to something because Morgan Rogers is through. I can't believe he didn't score. Mateta on the rebound. What are you doing? It's halftime, and I have no idea how we're not leading this game. Look at Munoz there defending against Coleman. That's what we need. One thing, though, this game we've shown a lot of passion, a lot of desire to win. And maybe Raksaki can be the difference maker like he's been so far this season. Now back for Munoz. Ruben Neves striking it, but that was never going to work. Oh, bit of space here for Abde, and I love that. I think we can also look for Mateta's run in the box, but not good enough. I feel bad for doing this, boys, but we're subbing off Mateta for Rashford. On the attack we go now, looking back for Marcus Rashford. This could be the moment we've been waiting from him. Does really well, but goes tumbling down. Oh, when I see that run from Marcus Rashford, and this is where we've subbed him on. He offers that pace. Rashford is through. I can't believe Maignan. Are you kidding me? We still might be able to do something here from a corner. Marcus Rashford, though, looking to create. Good pass inside for Morgan Rogers. And Maignan again. And that was the last kick of the game as well. How did we not beat Liverpool here? I have no idea. But I do think we can be proud of this performance. But yes, that result does have me even more confused. Defensively, we seem to go toe-to-toe with Liverpool. What was missing was a goal scorer. Mateta didn't do the job. Rashford had only a few minutes to do something. At least we are moving up the Premier League table, though, which is nice to see. We're up to 6th. But yeah, it's a 10-point gap between 4th position and 6th place. That is huge for us to try and climb. And we are right now in the January transfer window. Maybe a striker is what we need to make that push into the top 4. Because I feel like that's the only thing stopping this team. We've got so much creativity in the midfield. The defense is getting better and better. But you know what? I don't want to rush this decision. We've got the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg right now. I think we play this game with Mateta. I know we've been trusting Barlow in the Carabao Cup. But against Man City, that physical presence might be the difference. And it could help change my mind. As I said before, guys, we are shamelessly treating the Carabao Cup as the most important trophy in the world because we need to complete it for our objectives, man. And don't forget how important the board objectives are because completing 3, it lets us keep our job for another season. But completing 4 gets us a 25 million transfer bonus. And if we can do all 5, it'll be 50 million. I mean, we keep the board happy, we can literally take Palace to the next level. Now, we got to be very thoughtful of our process here. I'm thinking maybe even a bit conservative because it's a 2-leg tie. We don't want to throw anything away in this first leg itself. But Raksaki, he's got a bit luckier. He's gone through. And the finish wasn't there. But Mateta, right place, right time. We will absolutely take that. He's playing for his spot here at Palace. Now, this isn't enough to convince me because it was a simple tap-in. But he did the right thing making that run. And I can't believe this. We're actually leading a semi-final against Man City. But this is why you don't get excited too early. Man City have upped the tempo. They've got Haaland, but Neves did a brilliant job there. Oh, and Haaland again through Esteve. Brilliant defending. Haaland again inside the box again. We are defending like our lives depend on it. Mateta, oh, he's managed to turn the player there. That's brilliant. That's Mateta of last season. Maybe he's back. Man Mountain puts us 2-0 up. Bro, and Mateta again. I can't believe it. Could he actually score a hat-trick? Oh, Edison, stop that. I did not expect this, boys. This has come out of nowhere. 2-0 against Man City in the first leg. Mateta proving all of his doubters wrong. Basically me and you guys in the comments. But that has now confused me even more. Do we sell Mateta or not? Do you know what? Since we are in mid-season, we're going to have most likely a cup final to play as well. I think it would be foolish to change our striker spot. We've got Mateta. Let's trust him. And I think next season, yes, we'll have to look for a replacement. But let's keep that for season 3. Where hopefully we'll also be in the Champions League, so we'll have more money to bring in a world-class striker. For now, Mateta can lead the line. We've got Barlow for depth, Marcus Rashford as well. And so, yes, the 16 million will try and carry on for next season. We're not making any transfers in January. Although we do have other clubs trying to sign our players because we've got a press conference now. After Raksaki's recent performances, he's gathering big attention from European clubs. But he wants to stay at Palace as he trusts the project here. But he does want a massive wage bump as well as a release clause of 100 million. Do you know what? I think this was bound to happen. The level Raksaki is showing, big clubs will want to try and sign him. And so it makes sense for us to tie him down with a solid contract. He is asking for a 50% wage bump. We'll also try and sneak in a 1-year extension, which he's okay with. But what I don't like is this 100 million release clause. But there you go, 72,000 per week. We've renewed his contract. Oh man, that 100 million release clause looks brutal. But hey, since he's valued only at about 20, I think it's a fair release clause. I don't think anybody's paying that kind of crazy money for him. So for now, we're safe. By the way, we've now got an FA Cup game. And honestly, I'm not particularly keen of focusing too much on the FA Cup. We've got too much on our plates already. Carabao Cup, trying to finish top 4 in the Premier League. So I think we're going to use the FA Cup to rotate the squad massively. Also, I'm putting our youngsters Wheatley and Barlow as well so that it helps with the objectives. And hey, if we go through, it's awesome. But we actually don't. We're knocked out. But honestly, that's fine to me. We can now focus everything on the Premier League because I still want to try and push for top 4. And of course, the Carabao Cup where it looks like we should make the final. But yeah, since the second leg against City is still a few weeks away, let's focus on getting some results in the Premier League. We're up against Chelsea. I'm starting Rashford in this game because I feel like against opposition like this, his pace can be the difference maker. Look at Rashford go through, but it's not the Rashford of old. How did he get caught up there? Oh, and now a chance here for Chelsea, and they take advantage. In the Premier League, we've not gotten a single win against the traditional top 6. Or maybe we can do something here, Marcus Rashford, and come on. I think he's yet to get his Palace goal. And maybe this could be his moment, and it might go in. And yes, it does go in. Bit of a scrappy one, but Rashford has his first goal in a Palace shirt. Marcus Rashford. Oh, he's gotten past his man. Still Rashford. What was that? He's put in such a good performance, but then he has moments like this. I just don't get it. Who knows? Looking for Mateta, striking it well, and there's the goal from Mateta. I am so glad we're trusting him, boys. I don't know what made me think that he's not performing. He had a bit of a blip, but the Man Mountain is now back. Now we're trying to seal this game as Marcus Rashford couldn't score, but Rak-Sakyi is there. We've secured our first win against a top 6 club in the Premier League this season. And looks like we've turned things around in the Premier League, boys. We're back in the race for top 4. 44 points right now, and only 3 of Arsenal. What a comeback this has been. We're now also on transfer deadline day, but I don't think I've got any transfer business to make. We do have an offer for Munoz, but he's been so good at right back, there's no reason to sell. I mean, yeah, he's 30, we can replace him, but I don't want to make signings for the sake of making signings. Our squad is good right now. Let's reject it and keep it as is. I'm actually glad we made the decision to keep Mateta, because I feel like we were rushing with it. And the fact that he's been so good for us since day one, he deserved a bit of trust. And of course, he's repaying it now with the goals. And that means let's get through deadline day. Our focus for the rest of the season is winning the Carabao Cup and securing top 4. Okay, wait, how funny it is that right after the window shuts, we get an offer for Mateta. Arsenal coming in with 35.6 million. As I said before, I'm happy to keep him. We're not selling the Man Mountain. We do have the second leg now against Man City in the Carabao Cup, and I'm feeling confident about this game. That's why I want to start Barlow. Let's give these kids proper knockout experience. The rest of the team is still pretty strong. We should be able to get the job done. We'll add Rashford in as well. And come on, we've got a 2-0 advantage. We can't bottle this. Morgan Rogers does well. We're looking for the cutback. Rashford, he gets taken out, penalty. And you know what? With the players we've got on the pitch, it's Marcus Rashford who wants to step up and take it. Can he score and send us to the final? But he's missed. Oh, why is Rashford so on and off, man? He should have scored that. Now, a missed penalty can easily change the momentum of a tie. We cannot let Man City score a goal. Ooh, that's a rough challenge on Rak-Sakyi. And no way, he's got a bit of a knock. And oh no, he's not moving the same. This is not ideal. He still looks for a pass for Marcus Rashford, who couldn't get it in behind. Do I try and keep Rak-Sakyi on at least until halftime to see if he can walk this injury? I might do that, but it is a bit of a risk. And he's taking more damage as well with challenges. Oh, but Barlow has broken through. Barlow tried to chip it and Edison took him out. Oh, and Erling Haaland has broken through with a chip. No, no, no. This is not what we wanted. And look at Rak-Sakyi, man. He's holding his left hamstring. This is bad. Do I sub him off, boys? It might keep him injury-free for the rest of the season, or at least reduce his recovery time. But I feel like we need him on the pitch if we want a result against Man City. It's a tough call, boys, but I'm keeping Rak-Sakyi on the pitch. We need him. No, 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 no. It's a perfect cross in. And Dean Henderson kept that one away. Even though Rak-Sakyi's not been as explosive as he normally is, he's still keeping the ball, making dribbles. But this is Man City we're facing. They just constantly come at us with chance after chance. Big deflection, and that could have gone anywhere. It's just 3 minutes, man. We've got to hold on for 3 minutes. Clear the ball away, please. Complete chaos. Leif Davis, what is he doing? Clear the ball away. And Dean Henderson holds it. And I'm just going to waste time, boys. I don't even care. I want to be in that final. Let's just waste time. And it's done. Oh my days, the effort that was required. We've just about scraped our way to the Carabao Cup final. We've beaten Pep Guardiola's City, but this result has come at a cost. I've just received an update from our medical team, and it's about Rak-Sakyi, and it does not look good. We've got a Carabao Cup final in less than a month. Is Rak-Sakyi gonna make it? I've just received an email from our medical team, and if it is what I think it is, it could completely derail our season. You see, in the Carabao Cup semi-finals against Manchester City, Rak-Sakyi, our best player this season, picked up a knock. But with the trophy at stake, I made the decision to play him the entire game. And now that has consequences. Rak-Sakyi has broken his toe, and he'll be out for the next couple of months. Okay, wait a minute. I remember Rak-Sakyi was holding on to his hamstring. How did that become a toe injury? And also, how did he manage to play an entire game, get us through to the cup final, all with a broken toe? I mean, fair enough. He's earned my respect. But this could be so costly honestly, man, he's going to miss the entire month of February, also the month of March, and that's when we've got the big cup final against Liverpool. He's also going to miss so many Premier League games as well. And by the way, this is a player who's probably contender for player of this season. I really don't know how we're going to replace him. Now, if you remember, something similar happened last season, where it was Abde who picked up an injury towards the end. That cost us a lot. This time, though, I think we are better prepared. Signing Marcus Rashford means that we can play him on the left, and I think Abde can do a job on the right side. We also have Saar for some squad depth. Also, boys, we're actually in a really good spot right now. 6th in the Premier League, in the fight for top 4. Of course, we've got that cup final coming up soon. I know it's going to be tough without Rak-Sakyi. He's been the main man at every step of the way this season. But others have got to step up. Good thing is Mateta is starting to come back in a form. Of course, we were discussing selling him. I'm kind of glad we did. In fact, he is your player of the episode. Not only was Mateta crazy good in the last episode, but he literally scored the goals that allowed him to keep his place at Palace. Also, I'm giving Mateta the aerial play style. The fact that he's also 6'4", it's going to make him even crazier in the air. Now, we do have at least a month before the cup final against Liverpool, and the schedule doesn't seem all that intense. I think we can focus heavily on getting results in the Premier League and maybe push for that top 4 spot. In fact, if you look at our board objectives, that's exactly what we need to do. And we've got 13 appearances for our youth academy players. We need to get to 20, and I think I'm going to use this period to give some of our youngsters a chance. All right, we're facing Everton next, and I think our next few games before the Carabao Cup final are going to be key, because we'll kind of get a bit of time to figure out how we'll play without Rak-Sakyi. Abde on the right is definitely what I'm thinking, but we're going to have to see on the pitch if it works. Also, this game, I am going to start Barlow as well as Wheatley, just because we've got a board objective and we need to try and complete that. Plus, hey, it's Everton. I think our youngsters can do the job. Now that I've said that, watch Everton just become prime Barcelona, man. But okay, we're playing some good football here. Morgan Rogers is through and he's put it wide. Guys, I think we need to have a conversation about Rogers, because I haven't been seeing much from him lately. If you compare what he's done for us so far to what Eze did in the first season, who do you think has been the better player? It's actually a tough one to decide. He's got the ball again, Morgan Rogers. This time it's looking better and he gets the finish. He saw I was criticizing him and he got the goal. Oh, and he drops the cold celebration as well. Uh-oh, we have been opened up. Oh, but Leif Davies does such a good job. I've got to say, he's been one of our more underrated signings. Always does the job on that left flank. And then he's also there to bomb forward like that. Look at the pace he's got. Leif Davies has gone through. Tough angle. And, well, it was tough to do anything from there. But he still kept the ball. Rashford now with the chance. Maybe Rogers. I don't know what's happening. We almost scored. Got to do some defending then. Where's our centre-back? Nowhere to be seen. That's the first time I think I've seen Wheatley completely out of position. Got to say, though, up there on the right side, I have not seen much from him at all, which is not good at all. There's a bit of space here for Marcus Rashford to maybe do something. Goes for goal, but a big save. I think second half we need some reinforcements. I'm going to bring on Mateta. I'm considering bringing on Saar, but I don't think that's going to be an upgrade on Abde, so we'll keep it as is. Come on, boys. We can't lose because we're chasing Champions League football. Dropping points against Everton is not going to help us get there. Morgan Rogers looking for Mateta. No, that was a good attempt. Neves on the set piece. He could do something. It's a good delivery. Lacroix's header goes in. We've actually scored from a set piece. Morgan Rogers through on goal. Now he can help wrap this game up, and that was a really calm and collected finish. Oh, and that ended up being a big win for us. But you know what? I still haven't gotten my answer. I'm not sure if playing Abde down the right side is the play, and I can see why, boys. The problem is he's not suitable for the right midfield position, and that's why his movement and everything is off. Is there a way we can maybe fix this before the final? I think we should be able to do that by just converting him to a right midfielder. It will take a couple of weeks. Now, I don't know if we've got enough time for Abde to adapt to the right midfield position, but we're playing Brentford now. Again, I'm going to continue playing some of our youngsters. This game just Wheatley. This, by the way, is our final game before that big Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. And also, if we win this game, we might make it to top 4. Oh, what a cross. That is nothing I could do about it, but thankfully Dean Henderson could do something. Leif Davies and Marcus Rashford really link up nicely there. And I see Mateta making a good run. And oh, Mateta, that's what we want from you. Glad I gave him the aerial play style. That cross from Leif Davies, man, I told you, he's one of the most underrated players we've got. Once again, Leif Davies making that run. This time, though, we'll look for the pass inside for Rashford. Stay patient. Abde on that right side. He's trying to adapt, but It's not working, man. I'm worried about the right midfield position. The only other option we've got is play Saar there, and he's not that impressive. But I'm hoping Optic can adapt to the position. And oh, there's a bit of individual brilliance there. He's got the pace to keep moving forward. I do see Morgan Rogers inside the box, crossed him. But of course, we lost the ball. Although those were some good signs from Optic. Oh, Optic's again on the ball. And oh, that's a lovely dinked pass for Morgan Rogers, who's got the finish. And that's just the result we needed against Brentford. Oh my days, that result has put us second in the Premier League. Are you kidding me? It's such a shame that we're nowhere near Liverpool, like 15 points behind. But top 4 is starting to look like a proper reality. But now it's time for the big game. Most of our season has been centered around this, winning a trophy. And at the start itself, I told you, the Carabao Cup was our best bet. Oh, I can't believe it, boys. Abde can't be converted to a right midfielder. He's not learned it yet. And that means on the pitch, his movement is still going to be moronic. He still managed to play decent in the last game, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to beat a team like Liverpool. I'm wondering if we've got any other players who can play on that right side. You know what? I may have a plan for the cup final. I'm going to play Munoz in there and try Hume at right back.
I am Jose Mourinho.
Now, this might be the stupidest move I do, but why do I have a feeling this might actually help us out against a big team like Liverpool? It is defensive, I know. But look at that. Munoz knows how to play the wide midfielder role. I think this might be the safest option for us to go for. And of course, if things go wrong, we do have the likes of Abde on the bench. But this is how we're lining up for the cup final. And I'm so freaking nervous, man. We've already lost the final before. Plus, our form this season against the big Premier League clubs has not been good. But hey, you never know what happens in a cup final. Let's just give her 100%. I'm already getting the ball out wide to Munoz to see what he's all about, and I'm liking this, him in the right midfield position. It makes our right side super defensive, but maybe that's what we need against a team like Liverpool, as Munoz now on the charge. I see Mateta in the box. Could we do something? He won the header, but not good enough. Maybe this is going to be our play from this right side, getting those crosses in for Mateta. One of them could work and we could be in the money. Now try Hume looking to find Mateta. He gets it down really nicely. And Morgan Rogers striking, but blocked by Guehi. Yep, to win a trophy, we're going to have to beat our former captain. Brilliant. Oh, but what a challenge that is from Leif Davies. We're going to need stuff like this all night. And also, we've got to defend this from Gyökeres coming at us. Now, Mo Salah, I don't like this. And Mo Salah does what he does best. Liverpool have taken the lead. This is what I didn't want, man. Going a goal down in a cup final. From here, this game's going to be like a mountain to climb. Really liking attacking with Munoz. Yeah, he's offering us something completely new. And he cuts it back for Mateta. We get the equalizer. Talking about a mountain. This was definitely going to be a mountain to climb, but we've got the man mountain himself. And bro, the decision to start Munoz is turning out to be a masterclass. Oh, and Mateta the turn. Mateta the turn. What a strike from him. This is turning out to being a special performance from the man mountain. And to think we were discussing selling him. The turn there on the defender. And then the rocket-like finish. No wonder Arne Slot is fuming. No way is Mateta actually going to get a hat-trick. Oh, he puts it wide. That could have ended this cup final. If we give Liverpool any hope, they're going to be right there to take it. And they've scored. Ah, Mateta, you could have won us the game. Even though he scored twice, those are the kind of situations where I start criticizing him. Just shame if we do. That's why Morgan Rogers is trying to create something. Munoz is making the run as well. Can he do something again here? Still Munoz, but he gets pushed off. We do have a set piece, and apparently Leif Davies is also decent with corners. He's going to whip it in. Not the best, though. Although he's got it back now to maybe whip another cross in. Leif Davies putting it in for Mateta. Cleared away. Honestly, boys, I think we've been the better team. We deserve something from this game. Munoz looking for another cross. Mateta can't get on the end of it. But we keep trying. Mateta looking for Marcus Rashford, who puts it wide. Rashi, man, you could have won this game there. Neves looking for Marcus Rashford. This could be the moment we're waiting for. Off the crossbar. Are you joking? Rashford's luck, man. And because of that, it's going to extra time. I'm bringing on Abde, boys, for extra time. We need something fresh. And besides that, Rashford has had no luck. Yes, Abde, the fresh legs might really be the difference maker, yeah? Because Abde keeps going. This is a crazy run. Abde, proper chance, and he's actually finished it. What a super sub this has been. Okay, everybody calm. I know as things stand, we're going to win the Carabao Cup. But this is Liverpool we're facing. They can easily score another goal. And here's Eze on the ball. We got to take him out. I do take him out, but it's not really worked in our favor. We got to defend this, and Neves does a good job. And Now we're looking for Mateta, who could end this game. No, he hit it straight at McNabb. That was a hat-trick goal as well. These missed chances, man. I've got a feeling it might send this tie to penalties. But Leif Davis defended so well that we've just got to hold on for 8 minutes. It's almost done, boys. Just 1 minute added on as long as we can get the ball. No, not this way. Dean Henderson with the save to get us the trophy, I think. Cleared the ball away, and it's done. For a second, I thought this was going to penalties. Big Dean Henderson with the moment, and Crystal Palace have won a trophy. 2 seasons basically after that FA Cup win. We've got them glory again, their second ever trophy. And oh man, does this feel good, especially after bottling that Europa League final last season. To come away with the Carabao Cup, the fact that we did it against Liverpool, it is special, and now we get to lift the trophy and enjoy the celebrations. But not for long, because we've still got the Premier League to worry about. Okay, we have fallen off quite a bit, and maybe that's because we've been focusing too much on the Carabao Cup. We're down to 6th again after 30 games. We've still got a game in hand over Arsenal, so we should be able to go above them. But Aston Villa and Man United have gone way ahead of us. How did that happen? Bro, it's going to be a proper fight to get back into the top 4. By the way, if you look at our board objectives, we've already completed 2 since we won a trophy. The Youth Academy one, we just need 2 more appearances. We'll have that done as well. There's no risk for my job. The only 2 things I'm worried about is getting a top 4 finish. And of course, the 5 wins against the top 6 clubs. We need only 1 more, so that's doable as well. I really want to complete all of our objectives this year, because it's going to give us so much money for next season. We can really take Palace to the next level. Oh, and look at this, boys. We've got an update on Raksaki. 4 days and he'll be back. Oh boy, did we miss him. Oh, but he's going to be unavailable for this Spurs game, but he should be back for a lot of the other Premier League games. That's great. We're off playing against Spurs, and since we're in the race for top 4 and we're not doing particularly well, this is a must-win game even without Raksaki. Rashford looking inside for Mateta. Enough space. How did he not do better? No. We've been opened up and Ekitike scores. This is exactly what we did need in the race for top 4. Have things gone over our heads since, of course, winning the Carabao Cup? Are we mentally in the right place to push for Champions League? Munoz is trying his best though, and we've opened things up here. Morgan Rogers gets us back in it. We cannot afford to lose this game. Oh, looks like scoring in that cup final has given up all the confidence, even out of position. He's got a proper chance here on his left foot. That's a beautiful finish. He won us the cup, and now he's getting us back in the race for top 4. Now that we've got the lead, it might be time to use our new tactic. We're going to put Munoz at right mid, sub off Rashford for Try Hume, change Munoz's role, and yeah, a more defensive and balanced approach. Spurs putting pressure with the corner, and what a header that is, but we've cleared it away. No danger here whatsoever. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, come on. That is just self-sabotage. Nah, bro, we're not losing this game. Look at Mateta's space and strength. Can he cut it back? Oh, it's chaos, but Morgan Rogers gets it and scores. Bro, ever since I criticized him, he's just been different gravy. And with that win against Spurs, we've completed 3 objectives. The wins against the top 6 clubs are done. That means I don't have to worry about my job, but I would really like to complete the other 2 objectives as well. It'll give us more money. Besides that, getting top 4 itself will get us Champions League football, and we need that to take this club to the next level. Oh no, but we're facing Manchester United, who are in 3rd place. If we want to be in the Champions League next year, we're gonna have to get a result against United. But also, guess who's back for this game? Raksaki, fully recovered from his injury, ready to go. Oh, this could lead to something. Abdi in a good spot, cutting it back for Morgan Rogers. You love to see that. Oh, but we've been opened up. Oh, Big Dean Henderson, bro. How good is he? Uh-oh, dangerous situation, but Esteve does a good job. Raksaki helps keep the ball. It's not been his best of games, but hey, he's just getting back to full fitness, and he's still got the pace. That's what matters. Let's see what he can do here. Cutting inside. This is where Raksaki shines. Finding a bit of space. He's done brilliantly. He's got his goal. Here I was saying he wasn't having a good game. Single-handedly put that one in against Man United. And yes, boys, with that, it's done. End of the Premier League season. We get that top 4. We were actually only 6 points off the top. Even after the likes of Eze and Guehi left, I told you we were building something special here at Palace. And I feel this is only the start. We've now completed 4 out of the 5 objectives. But wait, what about the Youth Academy one? Did I not complete it? Okay, nope, we managed to pull it off. Barlow had 10 appearances, Wheatley 10 as well. All 5 more objectives have been complete. which means next season we can take Palace to the next level. We're going to have a 15 million budget boost. And look at how much already our team has grown. Maybe it's time for Palace to fight for the Premier League. We're also going to be in the Champions League. Next season could be special. It's time for Season 3 with Crystal Palace. Expectations are bigger than ever. The team is ready to achieve more than before. This is the season we're taking Palace to the next level. Okay, I've just got an email from the Palace board and this looks serious. Oh man, it's our board objectives. And the first one itself, win the Premier League. I mean, in just our third season, the Palace board expecting us to do this? I don't even know if it's possible. To be fair, last season we did win the Carabao Cup against a team like Liverpool. We also finished top 4. And if you look at the team we've built, there is a lot of world-class talent. Plus, if we can invest more money into this team, improve it, maybe, yeah, we can put up a fight for the title. But it's not just the Premier League we're going to have to worry about. Our second objective is to reach the Champions League quarterfinals. Yes, guys, last season we did qualify for Champions League, which means that this time around we're going to be competing on 2 fronts. And the board want us to perform well, and it's expected, guys. Champions League is a great way for the club to make more money. But yeah, to be able to compete in both competitions, we're going to literally need to have the perfect transfer window. Also, our third objective is to get 4 wins against European giants. That means we need results in the Champions League against the likes of Barcelona, Bayern Munich, things that Palace have never done in their history before. But this is good for our fourth objective. The board wants us to break Palace's transfer record, spend £100 million on a single player. Do you know what? That kind of individual quality is maybe what this Palace team needs. And of course, our final objective is to continue supporting our youth academy talents by giving them 30 appearances. To be fair, I'm not too worried about that one. Jamie Barlow, when never given the chance, always delivers. And even young Austin Wheatley at the back is an absolute unit. But what I am worried about is how on earth are we going to make that 100 million signing? Is the board going to back us with that kind of money? Well, not quite. Our budget is 89 million. Now, it is the biggest budget I think we've ever had. But we're not going to be breaking transfer records with this. But now, if you remember, last season we completed all our board objectives. And that's going to get us a 50 million bonus. And that is why for Season 3, we've got the budget to take Palace to the next level. 139 million. I have prayed for times like these. And now I can kind of see why the board wants us to push for the Premier League, push in the Champions League too. It's because they're backing us. We've got crazy money with which we can at least probably make like a couple of good signings for this team. And maybe, yeah, seeing Palace win the Premier League this season might not just be a dream. I think we can pull it off. Now, don't forget our board objectives this season. They're going to be super important to try and complete because we got to do at least 3 of them to just keep our job here at Palace. Completing 4 gives us a 25 million bonus and all 5 gives us 50 million. And that's what I kind of want for even next season. So I guess it's time to lock in. All right, boys. First thing we got to decide is where are we putting all that money? This is our team currently. The team that got us top 4 last year. The team that won the Carabao Cup. What could we possibly do to improve it? One thing I'm thinking of is maybe replacing Mateta. But of course, last season we had this conversation when Mateta wasn't performing. But he then started to deliver. And he's such a unique and different player that I kind of feel like, yeah, we need to keep him part of the side. I think Mateta is the guy to get us the Premier League trophy, boys. So I don't want to replace him. We've got Jamie Barlow in the ranks ready to come through as well. Again, in the cam position, Morgan Rogers is absolutely brilliant. On the right side, we've got Raksaki. Now, don't go by his 80 overall, man. Over the last couple of seasons, you've seen just how influential he can be. In fact, based on his performances from last season, you guys in the comments voted him as your player of this season. And that is in spite the fact that he was injured for like a couple of months or so. He was that good. When the likes of Mateta, Rogers, Abdi and all weren't scoring, it was Raksaki who carried the team on his back, man. And of course, player of the season means that he's getting a playstyle plus, and I'm giving him finesse shot plus. I want to build up Raksaki to become an ultimate goal-scoring threat. Now, on the left side, though, with Abdi, this is where I think that maybe we can do a bit more. As good as Abdi has been, I know he scored the winner for us in the Carabao Cup final. He's 25, only 82 rated. Do we maybe look for an upgrade here? I mean, the board want us to splash the cash in 100 million plus signing, and if I'm spending that kind of money, I would rather have it in the attack. This could be an option. option. In the midfield, Wharton and Neves is absolutely brilliant. I like our backline of Esteve and Lacroix, although to win the Premier League, are we going to need someone super high rated too? That might be something to be on the lookout for. Also, we've got Big Dean Henderson in goal. He might be only 83 rated, but this guy just makes the most clutch saves ever, man. I don't think we need to replace our goalkeeper. So far, it's only looking like the left mid spot where we can get an upgrade. Leif Davis too has been absolutely unreal as well. Last episode, he literally became prime Roberto Carlos. He's, of course, your player of the episode from the last one. I'm giving him the bruiser playstyle to make his tackling even more insane. And that leaves us now with the right back spot where we do have Munoz, who is awesome, but he's 31. And I think, yes, to win the Premier League, it might be time to get a better player in there. Right back and left mid is what I'm looking to improve. Thankfully, none of our objectives force us to sell any of our players, which is great. So we can just focus on bringing in the best possible players for our team. But okay, guys, before we begin making new signings for the team, I think we've got a bit of a contract problem at the club. Big Dean Henderson's contract is expiring. Of course, we will give him a renewal, but man, it's an expensive, almost doubling his wages. I guess we'll also give new contracts to the likes of Tarek Mitchell, Franca as well, because he's backup. Rob Holding? Probably not. I'd rather let his contract expire, but Munoz, now that's a big question. As I said before, getting a new right back this season, I think, is one of our more important goals. We do have Try Hume at the club, who is great to be backup, so we don't need Munoz for that role. I think, yeah, we are going to transfer list him. Might be the perfect time to sell him for the biggest value. He's 31. We need someone better. Oh, and already there's a pretty good offer coming in for Munoz from Chelsea. 22.9 million. I don't think we're going to get much more than that. And so, yes, I've accepted it. Goodbye, Munoz. He's been such a great player for this Palace journey. But hey, we're now aiming to win the Premier League. We're going to be competing in the Champions League as well. We need more quality. Also, we've got a pretty big offer coming in from Aston Villa for Abde. Now, this has definitely got me thinking because we are considering bringing in a new left midfielder. I mean, the 100 million superstar signing the board wants us to make, it's got to be in this position. And in that case, we won't really need Abde. I kind of like having Marcus Rashford as a backup player because he can even play in the striker position if needs be. So, yeah, bit of a controversial one, but I think I'm going to end cash on Abde. Oh, man, this was definitely a rough one because Abde has given us so many great moments, the winner in that Carabao Cup, but we gotta keep moving forward as a club. 38.5 million is still good money for Abde, and we're gonna have to put this money to great use now. I mean, with just those two player sales, we've got a budget of 197 million. We could legit sign a world-class left midfielder and still have good money left for the right back spot. Okay, now with all that money, we need to make sure we're making the right signing for Crystal Palace. Now, there are quite a few left midfielders we could go for, like Rafinha. He's now playing at AC Milan, 30 years old, so he's in his prime. And bro, he might actually be just what we need to take this club to the next level. But what about bringing back one of Palace's most talented players in recent times, Michael Olise? The only thing holding me back from getting this deal done is the fact that we've got Raksaki on the right side. I don't want to change him from there. He's so good. So yes, we're not bringing back Olise.
Come on, man.
But there is another player who I think would be just perfect for our team, Nico Williams. Somehow Manchester United have got to him before us, but I'm still sure at the right price we can get a deal done. And yo, this is gonna cost us way more than 100 mil. But that's how good Nico Williams is. Look at the pace. Just going by his stats, he can probably offer us so much more than what Abde did. And wouldn't this be a statement to all the other Premier League clubs that yes, we are coming for the title. We've got the backing from the board as well. And I'm doing it, bro. We are going for Nico Williams. It's time to lock in. How much is this going to cost us, bro? Don't forget, we also need to sign like a right back as well. So I don't want to be overspending on Nico, but we have to start big. 120 million. Wow, they've countered with 146, man. That is crazy. We're having to empty the bank, boys, for this Nico Williams transfer. We'll keep negotiating as hard as we can. 125 million counter. But nah, they're sticking at 146. Man United don't want to let their prized asset go away. Come on, man. This is going to be the most expensive signing in Palace's history. Can we pull it off, though, at 130 mil? Oh, my days, Man United. Why are you like this? You guys are not even in the Champions League, probably. Okay, just let me have Nico at 135. Finally. Guys, it's just hit me. The only reason we've got enough money to sign Nico Williams is because last season we completed all our board objectives. And that's why this season we need to do that as well. And good thing is, by signing Nico Williams for Crystal Palace, yes, he signed the contract. We've completed our first board objective of the season, the 100 million signing. Palace are now in the big leagues. I told you, boys, season 3 is about to get crazy. A player like Nico Williams at Palace. I mean, honestly, this team is looking so freaking good right now. I can't wait to see this team in action. And well, we're not gonna have to wait for long because the Premier League begins now. We're taking on Liverpool, the team that we beat in the Carabao Cup final last year. They probably want revenge, but this is also a game for us to try and make a statement. If we can beat Liverpool in the opening match day, every team will know that we're coming for the title. All right, boys, we do have Nico Williams making his debut for Crystal Palace, and already we're seeing the pace. He's leaving defenders for dust. Keeps going here. Looks for a pass for Mateta. Can we bring it back inside? Mateta, tough angle, but what was that? Was he aiming for the corner flag? Gotta say, we're not done with all our transfer business for this window. We still need to maybe bring in a right back. There's maybe other areas we'll need to invest in. I guess this opening game will give us a good idea of where our team stands. Until then, though, we've got Try Hume in the right back spot, who I do trust quite a bit, who keeps going here. Proper Johnson, he scored. I mean, if this is an audition for Try Hume to potentially become a starter, he's doing everything right. I think the Liverpool goalkeeper just did not see that coming. In fact, even I didn't see it coming.
It came out of nowhere.
Liverpool coming at us now, and Cody Gakpo looks for the pass for Gyökeres, and fair enough. This is what we're up against, boys, in the Premier League. Winning the title is not going to be easy. This season, I kind of feel like I'm going to be scrutinizing our players a lot more because the stakes are that much higher. So far, I've not seen anything from Mateta up top. Raksaki, though, looks like he's starting from where he left off. Again, putting in a good shift so far as he tries to cut inside. Looking for a pass, maybe. Why is Mateta not making a run? It's all Raksaki alone then in that case. Gonna look for a ball. Oh, Mateta at the back post. That is perfect, and he scored. All that criticism for Mateta to just dunk a goal on my head. We'll take it. But you know what? That was all Raksaki. The way he created that chance kind of reminded me a bit of Lamine Yamal there. Oh, Liverpool coming at us again. Big Dean Henderson. You can always rely on him. Liverpool, though, are relentless. They keep coming after us. Esteve, though, at the back has been rock solid. Also, guys, I think it might be time for some substitutions. I'm going to bring on Marcus Rashford, but for Mateta, I feel like this might be a substitution we use quite often. Second half, maybe a bit of a pacey striker to play those balls in behind. This is exactly why I didn't sell Rashford, but I sold, of course, Update. I have a feeling this season the versatility of Rashford might end up just benefiting us quite a bit. I need to see more from Nico Williams as well. He's not had the best of games, but when he can use his pace like that, he is unstoppable, and then he can produce that. The game winner there from Nico Williams. Absolutely unreal. I mean, I don't think you can ask for a better debut. He rinsed the Liverpool fullback only to slot that home perfectly. Now, that's what I call a statement. Last season's champions, we've beaten them, and convincingly, especially at Anfield. It really does feel like we are building something special here, and already you can see the growth. Raksaki going up by 1 overall. Morgan Rogers as well up to an 86. Mateta up to an 84. The one doubt I do have with the remaining money, do we need a new right back? I mean, Hume's doing the job. He was absolutely unbelievable. Should I just use the remaining money we've got and go big on maybe a centre back? Would that be more valuable for the team? Do you know what? I'm not going to rush into making such an important decision. I think the plan is to assess Try Hume for a few more games and just see how good he can be. Also, boys, for our next Premier League game, I am going to play the likes of Jamie Barlow as well as Wheatley. Whenever we can get the chance, I want to put these youngsters in. Now they're a lot better, boys, with their 70+ overalls. I think they can hold their own. By the way, we do have Try Hume playing in that right back position. Every game for him is like an audition. Right now coming at us, which isn't good, but oh, what a tackle that was from Lacroix. Now we can bomb forward. Leif Davis making a really nice run. And if we can find someone in the box, there's Morgan Rogers. Back for Barlow, who gets the shot off. And this is what he does inside the box. One chance, one goal for young Barlow. Uh-oh, we have been opened up here, and fair enough. What a strike from the Brighton number 10. On the charge here now with Nico Williams. He sees Morgan Rogers making in a really nice run, who kept going, but what a challenge from Kadioglu. That's one thing about Nico Williams, bro. The pace is just ridiculous as he finds Barlow, gets the shot off, but blocked. I think we're going to need something extra in the attack. We'll bring on Mateta. Oh, this could lead to something. Mateta's gotten in behind. We need a big moment from him. Still Mateta, right foot, but he's not Nico Williams. He can't pull it off from that angle. Oh, try Hume once again. And no, he could have scored that. That would have definitely convinced me to keep him as a starter. We should have gotten a win here. This kind of shows that, yes, our team has made progress, but winning the Premier League title, man, it's going to require a lot more from us. I think I have made my decision on the right back spot. We need a better player in there. Try Hume is a great squad player, but I need someone more reliable if we're going to challenge for the Premier League. Now, my question is, can we afford Reece James? I think he's absolutely everything we need. Yes, he's not going to be the quickest right back, but just look at how balanced his stats are. That's kind of what we want from our right back. The crossing, the dribbling, he's going to be so good on the ball. And looks like we will have the money to afford him. We've got 56 million left, and I reckon if we put in 40 million, we can get a deal. Okay, maybe 45, but let's try and negotiate a bit with Antonio Conte. Get this deal down to, say, 42, and boom, it's actually worked. Now, that's what I call a top-tier signing, man. Look at Reece James. By the way, meeting up with Nico Williams right there. These are our 2 signings for the season so far, and I think they're splendid. Bro, this is a proper statement of intent. We've brought back Reece James to the Premier League, and oh, man, the first 11 now looks so freaking good. And there's our new signing, boys. Reece James in that right-back spot. Now, unlike that Brighton game, I don't want to be dropping points. I feel like our team is strengthened now even more. Oh, but that was a bad challenge from me. The minute I pressed tackle, I knew that was going to be a pen. Well, this is not the start I was hoping for. Big Dean Henderson's got to save it, but no, what was that? He literally went the right way. Well, I guess we've got a job to do here. And Nico Williams is trying to help us do that. I don't know how he's managed to keep the ball inside here. Looking for space to maybe shoot. Nico Williams finds it. How is Pope saving that? Taking this one short. It, of course, finds its way for Nico Williams, who sees a cross at the back post. Mateta, the man mountain, doing what he does best. Man, Southampton are just finding it so easy to get in behind our defense, which isn't good, but I think Lacroix did enough there to put the Southampton player off. Oh, Nico Williams, there's the pace, and you can't stop that. You can't stop that. He's got the finish as well. This is why we paid the money to bring him in. I don't think Update can produce stuff like this.
Here's Hogg!
Wait, what? Did we actually concede that? Fair enough. That might be one of the most ridiculous volleys I've seen. Bro, I can't lie. Southampton are giving us a proper fight. And if we want to be champions of England, these are the games where we just need to win. And okay, maybe we can do something here on the charge. Mateta getting tackled so easily. Oh, but here's Mateta. He's broken through. He's trying to get a shot off on his left foot. He couldn't. This has been a stinky game from Mateta, man. Bro, Southampton just keep coming at us, man. It does not stop. Lacroix this time does not concede a penalty. But yeah, man, we need something extra in the attack, and that's why you can see Marcus Rashford there, but we can't get the ball to him. Ruben Neves, though, he's kept the ball nicely there. Looks for Rak-Saki, and maybe we can do something here. Morgan Rogers now. I see Rashford. We don't get the ball to him properly. Can he do something from here? Looks back for Rak-Saki, who's gone through. And no! How did Pope save that? That was the winner. Okay, maybe we can still win this game. Nico Williams is going with everything he's got. Still Nico. How did he do that? Bro, Nico Williams is actually crazy. He's literally squeezed that in from an impossible angle. I can't believe it. He nutmegged like 2 players there, it felt like. I know he cost over like 130 million, but it might be the best 130 million this club will ever spend. Oh, and now we could maybe go for more. This is what Marcus Rashford off the bench can do. Rashford shoots. I can't believe it. He just can't get himself a goal. But it is enough for us to get the win. We'll take it, man. We had to fight for this. That just shows that winning the Premier League is going to be a lot more complicated than we thought. Although I do feel like we've got the squad to compete. There's even depth, man, with Rashford, Barlow on the bench, players like Hume. We are now on transfer deadline day, but I've got no plans for selling any of our players or even buying new ones because we're kind of out of cash. But wait a minute. There's a media article right now coming out of Marca, which is a Spanish-based newspaper. Real Madrid have struck a deal with Crystal Palace superstar? Oh no, who could this be now? One of the first big transfers we made in this Crystal Palace project was signing Ruben Neves. We needed someone to anchor our midfield. Someone with experience, leadership, and a touch of class. Ruben Neves ticked every box. He'd already proven himself in the Premier League with Wolves, but pulling him away from the Saudi League where he was earning millions was not easy. Because back then our project with Palace was just a dream. To convince him to sign, we made a compromise. 100 million release clause. Now I didn't expect it to ever be triggered, but fast forward a few seasons, everything changed. We reached the Europa League final, won the Carabao Cup, and also qualified for the Champions League. And Ruben Neves? He's now grown to become one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. But it wasn't just him. We built an incredible team around him. Players like Nico Williams, Morgan Rogers. But just when it felt like we were building something special, Real Madrid came knocking. It's deadline day and they paid the 100 million release clause in full. Just like that, the heart of our midfield, Ruben Neves, gone. I actually can't believe he's gone, man. Neves was even our captain for a few games and he's betrayed us like this on deadline day. To be honest, can I blame him? You cannot say no when Real Madrid come calling. But this is actually frustrating because this season we were building a team to try and win the Premier League. But now that we've lost the player that controlled the tempo of our team, it's kind of put question marks on our entire project. In fact, now I'm worried about players like Morgan Rogers as well as Nico Williams. There's no guarantee that if a Barcelona or a Bayern Munich come in for these players, we'll be able to keep them because now they're going to just accept on the first opportunity they get. Of course, players like Mateta, Raksaki, they're going to be super loyal to the club. We know that. I was not expecting it to be Ruben Neves. We've now got 8 hours left on deadline day. Thankfully, a big chunk of money as well, 106 million. Most of it came from that release clause being broken. This honestly still hurts, man, seeing Ruben Neves in a Real Madrid shirt. How did we let this happen? But you know what? We can't be too hung up about it. We've got a job to do. This season, we're building a team to win the Premier League. Don't forget, we've got Champions League action as well. We got to replace him within the next 8 hours. And since we're short of time, I think we need to be looking for a player in the Premier League with that experience. Someone like Elliot Anderson. He's English as well. But I kind of do want a more complete midfielder. Someone who can even go forward. Because we've got Adam Wharton already, who's more of that defensive player. I like João Gomez a lot, man. Those stats look really balanced, but is he good enough? I mean, Ruben Neves was from Wolves as well initially. He'd also be a pretty cheap signing and we'd have money left to maybe use in January. Okay, wait, I think I found a better option. Andre Santos, playing for Bournemouth currently. The valuation seems fine as well, 59 million. Look at some of his stats. The passing are his key attributes. That's kind of what we want. But he's also got decent defending and physical. I mean, considering the kind of player we're looking to replace in Ruben Neves, I think Andre Santos might just be the guy. We need to pull this transfer off, boys. With only 8 hours to go, I can't afford to mess this up. I'm going to straight away start with a 70 million pound offer. And they're willing to get the deal done at 74. Bro, this might be it. I think I'm going to stick with 70 to try and get a bit of a cheeky discount. And it's actually worked. And just like that, we've got Andre Santos joining Crystal Palace. He's got big shoes to fill, man. Ruben Neves is not going to be an easy player to replace. And just like that, the transfer window has been shut. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about this window. Because yeah, we did great by bringing in Reece James. Of course, the superstar signing Nico Williams, the signing the board wanted us to make. But we also lost out on players like Munoz, Abde, players who were the heartbeat of this team. And especially Ruben Neves. Not gonna lie, I am a bit worried. Is this new looking Palace team gonna be good enough to compete for the Premier League as well as the Champions League? We're now heading straight into some Premier League action and you can already feel it on the faces of the players. The dressing room is not stable. I mean, we've just witnessed one of the key cogs of our team leave. But hey, we can't let it distract us on the pitch. We've got way too much quality. And if we want to try and win the Premier League, we're gonna have to win these kind of games. We're gonna need Andre Santos, man, to instantly slot in and do what Ruben Neves did. It's not gonna be easy for him. But I know he's got the quality. Talking about quality, so does this man Raksaki as he looks for Nico Williams, but lost the ball there. Oh, could be a chance for our opponents. Big Dean Henderson making a save. Bro, 20 minutes in and this game has been everything Wolves. They are just carving us open and off the crossbar. Adam Wharton is trying to take charge in these situations. Looks for Saki and now Mateta. Morgan Rogers is through. That's brilliant football and he's put it wide. How, Morgan? Nah, man, there's no excuses for that. That is just a stinky miss. No, we've been opened up and Dean Henderson, man. Where would we be without this guy? Okay, we now need our big 130 million signing Nico Williams to deliver. This is his chance and he's using all his space. Come on, Nico. That's what we want to see from you. Tries to cut it back inside and Nico Williams doing what he does best. it's still mad to me that we've got him in a Palace shirt. Morgan Rogers looking for Mateta. No, come on. He needs to be finishing those. We're still pushing forward with Nico Williams, who now looks for Morgan Rogers. Rogers is broken through, and that's a calm, collected finish. The two superstars we've got, they're the ones that are unfazed with Ruben Neves' departure. I guess the good thing is, although the morale is low in the dressing room, we're still getting the results. And oh man, it's now time for Champions League action. Bro, we've honestly worked so hard to become a Champions League club. But yeah, when I do look at my board objectives, it does scare me. I mean, our goal is to make it to the Champions League semi-finals. That just seems completely outlandish. To be fair, the board did back us with crazy money. We made crazy signings. But I don't know if just that's going to be enough to, of course, make it to the semis. For now, of course, we're starting in the group stages. You know what? I think I'm going to play the likes of Barlow for this game, as well as Wheatley. Don't forget, we've got an objective to give 30 appearances to our youth academy players. And I think against a side like Apoel, Barlow and Wheatley should be just fine. Now, this isn't me underestimating Apoel. They're a Champions League club, I know. And I just believe Barlow and Wheatley have got what it takes. But oh boy, first Champions League game for, of course, Crystal Palace here. Raksaki looking to open up some space. Almost scoring. I gotta remember to use his finesse shot plus more. He's, of course, got that for being last season's player of the season. This wasn't part of the plan. Apoel breaking through. Wheatley doing an okay-ish job, but they still have a chance here. This isn't good, and they almost scored. For a second, I thought that was in. Maybe I did underestimate them. By the way, I need to be seeing more from Andre Santos, man. So far, I've barely even noticed him. Okay, now he's making some intelligent runs, and he's on the attack here. Looks for Raksaki. That's more like it. Andre Santos assisting Raksaki. And it's so fitting that this kid is our first goal scorer in the Champions League. Look at Adam Wharton, man. I've got to say, since Neves is gone, this guy has assumed more responsibility. I'm thinking we should make him the next captain. Oh, Reece James is on the charge here. And I see a cross at the back post for Nico Williams. Back inside for Barlow. Couldn't get the shot off. Oh, look at Raksaki, man. When he's got this kind of pace, it's impossible to stop him. His stamina is going down. But if he's got the finish, yes, he does. A brace in the Champions League for the Golden Boy. That is exactly the start we wanted for our Champions League campaign. Okay, we've now got a Carabao Cup game against Man United. Can't believe we're drawing them in such an early round. But I'll be honest, boys, look at our board objectives. It's clear from the board that they want us to focus on only the Premier League and the Champions League. So yes, I'm going to use the cup competitions to completely rotate our squad. I think this is the way. Also, it's a good way to get more games for Barlow and Wheatley. And you never know, we might go through, and no, we don't. There's our Carabao Cup run over. It does feel good to be second in the Champions League right now. I know, only a game played. Look at the company we've got, boys. Juventus, Barca. But we do have our first big test in the Champions League next. Crystal Palace take on PSG at the Parc des Princes. I mean, this is literally the kind of European nights we were dreaming of. And also, don't forget in our board objectives, they want us to win 4 games in such European clashes. I mean, I don't know how we're going to beat PSG, but let's give it our all. If our goal is to make it to the semi-finals, we need to get results against teams like PSG. Maybe not beating them, but a draw? I think, yeah, we've got the talent for that. But this is PSG, man. We know how ruthless they can be. Lacroix did a good job there against Kvicha. Oh, but Kvicha's through again. Dean Henderson charging forward. But no, that's PSG for you. Do you know what? These are the kind of games where we're missing Ruben Neves. His ability to control that midfield was unmatched. Although Andre Santos, he's trying to do whatever he can. Oh, PSG though, through again. Dean Henderson, is he going to get chipped? Please get back. And we actually didn't concede for once. That's the first time I think I've beaten the chippy chip battle. We're going to need Raksaki to be at his very best if we've got any sort of a chance here. Oh, what a ball that is for Reece James, but he couldn't get there. Okay, Mateta might have a chance here. Come on, Mateta. These are the kind of games we need the man mounted to deliver. Oh, what a run. That is crazy. Mateta with the potential goal of the season contender. I don't know how he managed to dribble with the big frame he has. Bro turned into prime R9 Ronaldo for a second there. Like the way he dribbled past like 2 or 3 defenders. And then the finish. This is why we kept Mateta. This is why we're still trusting the man mountain.
12 seconds later.
Ah, but Kvicha is still coming at us, man. How good is this man? Like, we just can't defend him. Raksaki. Oh, the dribbling. The dribbling. He's still keeping hold of the ball somehow. He can't find space to shoot, though. Oh, but look at the space we've got. PSG have committed way too many players forward. Raksaki, no. Mateta might still have a chance. How have we not scored? Andre Santos heading it down for Morgan Rogers. Nico Williams, surely. And finally, we get the goal. Bro, I would have had a meltdown if we didn't score from that attack. Can we not concede, please? Like, oh my god. That's the level of a Champions League winning team, I guess. Almost instantly after we scored, they respond like this. And now PSG are coming to try and kill the game off. We're not letting them humiliate us at the very least. We fought like lions in this game, but it wasn't enough. PSG get the better of us. To be fair, I think we did prove that, yes, we can compete at this level. But also, I'm kind of thinking now, how on earth are we going to get 4 Champions League wins against European giants? That is just going to be crazy. Also, after this game, Nico Williams had a long chat with Luis Enrique. I mean, they're both Spanish, so maybe it's only just that. But guys, after seeing Ruben Neves leave, I'm definitely getting paranoid about our star players. I'm not liking this one bit. Talking about Nico Williams, you guys are criticizing me for his signing. Unrealistic chance. There can never be an S2G series without an unrealistic signing. 3rd biggest transfer ever in the Premier League. How realistic for Palace? Bro casually just changed the record transfer from 26 million to 135 million. I get you, boys. Nico Williams was a bit unrealistic, but there were reasons behind his transfer. I mean, we literally had an objective to make a 100 million plus signing. The board wanted us to go down that route. And so we took it, and I couldn't find any other 100 million plus player that would join us. Nico Williams at that time feel like the most sensible transfer. But of course, now I'm kind of worried, bro. That meeting he had with Luis Enrique, the media have picked up on it as well. Loads of reports already linking Nico Williams with other clubs. Man, if what happened with Ruben Neves happens now with Nico Williams, like, the writing was on the wall though, and I can't believe we still made a signing like this, because kind of feels like Nico is using us like a stepping stone. But the crazy thing is, despite all of it, I think he's still been our best player this season. Player of the episode from last time. And that's earned him a playstyle as well. We've given him Trickster. But the question is he tricking us? Is he using Palace for his own gain? And bro, all of this drama is mentally taxing. I mean, look at that. We've dropped down to 4th in the Premier League. We're still only a couple of points off the top, so it's okay. Champions League, we're still in the top 8, which is great. It's super tight. We're heading to Stamford Bridge now, and is that Munoz facing up against Leif Davies? That's making me a bit emotional. I kind of want to use this game to just get all the bad vibes away, all the media attention from Nico. If he can score in this one, I think it would be good for all of us. Oh, Chelsea with a proper chance, and Cole Palmer, that would have been something special. Oh, Lacroix just saved us a goal there. But you know what? We're in the second half and we're yet to create a proper chance, man. I feel like this season, although our team on paper is definitely better than last season, but just feels like everybody's not right in their senses. We're kind of relying just mostly on individual quality players like Raksaki as he pulls off something special like that. This is exactly what we're relying on this season. I'm being shameless, boys. Chelsea have a free kick. We're putting a man on the wall and that saved us there. Oh, Cole Palmer looks for Ndaia, and oh, we've been completely done. What on earth have Chelsea done there? I really don't know how we got the win here. We were super lucky and just a bit of individual brilliance carrying us through. Okay, we've got Spurs next in the Premier League. Oh, and wow, the player whose dedication we've been questioning has picked up a knock. Nico Williams has got a sprained ankle and he'll be out for like 12 days. That's not too bad. We're gonna have to face Spurs without him. I guess Rashford can do the job, and also for this game I want Barlow to play. Why not give Wheatley some game time as well? I know it's a bit risky to have our youngsters play such a big game, but I know they've got the talent. And this is why we're starting Wheatley, bro. He is actually so good. And now we can use Marcus Rashford's space to attack. He's gone through. He's getting a massive chance to shine. And he's not making it count. Oh, Leif Davies is completely broken through. Squaring it for Barlow. Right place, right time. That's what I'm telling you. You can always trust our academy players. They give their 100% for the team. I don't even have to worry about offers coming in for them, because their hearts bleed Crystal Palace. No. We could see a goal from Spurs. Oh my days, Dean Henderson. A triple save, but no, he couldn't make the final one. You know what? I can't even blame Big Dean Henderson for that. He did phenomenally. It was our fault. Okay, we've now got a free kick to try and get our lead back. Who's the best free kick taker right now at the club? I think it's Reece James. I know he can strike them well. Let's give it a go, Reece. Come on. Decent power. This is looking good. Reece James. Oh, it's good. It is really good. What a free kick from Reece James. Gotta say, Andre Santos is getting better and better at controlling that midfield. What a pass for Raksaki, who's gone through, and there's the finish. Never doubt the golden boy. It's impressive that even without Nico Williams, we got the result against Spurs. We're now facing Man City, and I'm kind of hoping Nico is back, because we're going to need him against Pep Guardiola. Well, no, he isn't. He's going to be available in exactly 1 day. I'm kind of annoyed that he can't push himself to play this game. It's such a big game for us.
What am I supposed to do?
But oh well, even without Nico, we've shown that we can win. And one more thing I want to do is make Adam Wharton our captain. I've been talking about it. He looks like a proper leader. Do you know what? Normally, whenever we face Man City, I'm a bit worried. But this time, I feel a lot more confident. I feel like we've got the players to take the fight to them. And here's Rak-Saki with him. You can always believe as he skips past challenges, goes through but can't get the shot. So far, though, we are controlling this Man City midfield. Look at Andre Santos, man. The Brazilian is running rings around the City players. I see Mateta making that run water ball. Can Mateta get there first? No. Okay, that's some really good players. Mateta's broken through, and there's the goal. The Man Mountain scoring against City. Oh, Mateta now looking for Rak-Saki. We could get another one, and yes, he does it. Oh, we're leading 2-0 against Man City. Okay, we've just let João Neves go through completely, and Holland scores. Well, this game is not over yet. Suddenly, though, it feels like Man City are all over us. Big Dean Henderson making another big save. But now Holland looks for João Neves. And oh, again, but Holland on the rebound. How do we drop points here, man? Absolutely gutted. We were so much better than them. I think we did miss Nico Williams, man, in this game. We had nothing from the left side. Rashford was completely nullified. And wait a minute, why am I being asked about Lamine Yamal's Instagram in my post-match press conference? Apparently, Nico Williams was out partying with Lamine Yamal while his teammates were giving everything against Man City. Bro, this is just disrespectful, man. If he had the energy to party, he could have easily played maybe 10-12 minutes. He could have at least been in the stadium to support his team. And honestly, partying with Lamine Yamal could mean only one thing. I have a feeling Nico's plotting his move to Barcelona. He's using us as a stepping stone, and I really don't know how we should proceed from here. Because look at this. Now Nico Williams is totally back from his injury. He just wanted to party out. He could have easily played some minutes at least against Man City. And bro, this is such an important season for us. We're fighting for the Premier League title. We're only 3 points off. Champions League 2, we're looking likely to get top 8. But this Nico Williams situation could completely derail everything. I need your help on how do we deal with this situation. Do we maybe bench him? Or do we just keep playing him because he still performs whenever he's given the chance? Or do we do something drastic and maybe sell him? Make a statement that we want players only that want to play for Palace. One thing's for sure, we're gonna have to make a big decision. For the first time in Crystal Palace's history, we're in the race for the Premier League title. Not just that, even in the Champions League, we're above Real Madrid and Barcelona, poised to make it to the knockouts. Now, as good as things are going on the pitch, oh boy, we have drama off it. Remember when we broke our transfer record and signed Nico Williams? 135 million to bring him in. We thought he would be a statement signing, take this club to the next level, and to be fair, his performances have been very good, but he's also caused a lot of drama. Recently, he kind of faked his injury, missed an important game against Man City, and was caught partying with Lamine Yamal. The Spanish media is running rumors about him leaving to join Barcelona, and everyone here at Crystal Palace is now questioning whether he's just used us as like a stepping stone. I even confronted Nico Williams about these Barcelona rumors. Now, he didn't confirm it, but he didn't even deny it. And all of this is now causing instability in the dressing room as well. And if I lose this Crystal Palace dressing room, we're gonna fall off in the Premier League. It's obvious. All the effort we've put to come into second place, potentially even pushing forward and winning the league, it'll be a complete waste. And don't forget, our board objectives, it literally wants us to win the Premier League, reach the semis of the Champions League. We cannot afford a dressing room fallout. And that means to win this dressing room back, I've got a big decision to make, and I don't think Nico Williams is gonna like it. Okay, guys, I think I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna bench Nico Williams, boys. Rashford's gonna play. I think this is a statement that will at least get the dressing room back on my side. They'll know that if we have players faking their injury or not giving their 100%, we're not gonna play them. Absolutely not. I think for the next few games, if we bench Nico Williams, it might get his head straight. And we do have Marcus Rashford, I'm sure, who's raring to go. And there you go, boys. Nico Williams is on the bench and he does not look happy. Now, the thing is, if we are making a statement like this on the pitch, we need to deliver. Otherwise, it kind of gets meaningless. In fact, the fans will then call for Nico to get back into the team. Oh, this is bad, but Reece James, good defending there, saved us a goal. Rak-Saki looking to get in behind here, does so nicely, and he puts it wide. Come on, Rak-Saki, I need you to deliver in Nico's absence. Andre Santos now in midfield, looking to find space, and does so successfully. Looks for Mateta, who is through, and he gets the goal. But you know what? That was all Santos. Why can't all our signings be like him? He's had no problems whatsoever. Slowly, he's making us forget about Ruben Neves. What a transfer it's been. Morgan Rogers again for Mateta, who's got his mojo back. Look at him score now, 2-0 up against Aston Villa. And this is exactly the result we needed to prove that we are much bigger than just one player. And you know what? I'm going to continue to bench Nico Williams until he learns a lesson. Nobody will ever disrespect our football club again. Also, though, for this one against Everton, I am going to play some of our academy talents. By the way, we've given Barlow and Wheatley 10 appearances so far this season. We got to get them to 30, so we have to play them in some of these games. Although they are improving rapidly. Barlow is 77, Wheatley 76. I think right now they're more than good enough to hold their own against Premier League opposition. You know what? The one signing I'm so happy about is Andre Santos. I mean, he is actually feeling better than Ruben Neves simply because he's so much quicker. He can actually contribute going forwards a lot more as well because of that. And he's got the passing ability as well as Rak-Sakyi scores from an Andre Santos assist. And now Marcus Rashford trying to make the most of this opportunity with a banging finish. That's what Rashi can do. I really hope Nico Williams is watching this from the bench. And that's another no-nonsense victory without Nico. We're now facing Arsenal next, and I think Nico has learned his lesson. We should get him back into the team. But wait a minute, I'm getting an email from Nico Williams' agent. My client has been disrespected by the Palace gaffer, and so he's officially submitting a transfer request. And also because of the mental trauma he suffered from being benched, he will not play another game in a Palace shirt. What on earth have I just read? Bro, that is actually unbelievable. Is Nico Williams really playing it like this? Mental trauma for being benched? What a joke. And to make things worse, he's also submitted a transfer request. We were right about his Barcelona ploy, but I think we also aggravated it by benching him. But I had no choice. I didn't want to lose the dressing room. Now, although he's decided to not play for us, he's under contract, so if I really want to, I could force him to play, but I'm not going to do that. If you don't want to play for our shirt, just get out, man. I'm not going to even put him on the bench. We'll put him in the reserves. We'll trust Rashford for now, but now we're not going to sell out the soul of our club just for one player. I think in January, Nico Williams might be out. For now, though, we need to get a result against Arsenal in the Premier League because, yeah, the title race is on. We cannot let the Nico stuff distract us. Morgan Rogers with a lovely ball for Rak-Sakyi, who heads it down for Reece James. Could I try maybe an early cross in? And that was never going to work. Although, Mateta forced a mistake there. That's what he does. No, we might still have a chance. No, Rice with the challenge. No. Arsenal have gotten in behind. Big save from Dean Henderson. In a game like this is where we're missing that superstar quality of Nico Williams. But we got to do without him because I don't think he's going to be here for long. And we do have a superstar in Rak-Sakyi who looks for the ball for Mateta, who bullies the defender there. That's what Mateta does. And bang! That's the most Mateta goal I think I've ever seen. The man mountain just dominating. Just look at the way he made that defender go tumbling down, man. That was crazy. Rak-Sakyi again looking to maybe link up with Mateta. No, this time he's going for goal himself. And what a finish from Rak-Sakyi. We don't need any superstars from outside. We've got the likes of Mateta. We've got the likes of Rak-Sakyi. Oh, and what a challenge right there from Esteve. It's not just our attack that's doing the job, it's the defense. This is one of the most important wins, I think, for the series, because we've now proven that we can compete for the Premier League title, even without those big money superstars. And now heading into the January window, I've got a big decision to make. Do I sell Nico Williams or do I keep him? He's made it clear that he does not want to wear the Palace shirt again. Now, funnily enough, the board want me to keep Nico Williams just because he's generating the club so much money with all the shirt sales. But that is not how I think we should run this club. Keeping Nico Williams here, not playing a game, just being there in the dressing room, it's just gonna ruin the morale of the team. I'm gonna put him on the transfer list, and yup, just after 6 months, we're gonna try and cash out. I have a feeling we're gonna lose money. We signed him for 135 million. I don't think we're gonna get the same amount back. This has been a complete failure of a transfer, and I guess I've got to take accountability for that. Now, we've had a lot of offers come in, but none of them are for Nico Williams. Meanwhile, we do have an FA Cup game where I think I am going to rotate the team because cup competitions, I don't think we've got the facilities to compete for all of them. I think it's a great chance to give the likes of Barlow, Wheatley some game time, and we actually move on to the next round, so that's great. Now, while we're waiting for all this transfer stuff to sort out, look at the Premier League, bro. We're top of the league right now. Same points as Brighton and Liverpool, but on goal difference, we're number 1. And oh man, we've got a tough game against Man City next. We're still playing without Nico Williams, without a potential new left winger. But hey, so far this team has delivered, man. We beat Arsenal. Now let's beat City. Uh-oh, this is bad. Man City are through, and there was nothing we could do about it. City take the lead. Okay, I think this is like our first big test without of course, Nico Williams without that star power. And oh man, we are getting punished here as Haaland is driving forward. But Esteve, he did so well to catch up with Haaland there. But again, Haaland is coming at us with everything. He's got his Echeverri as well. Man City's wonder kid. Thankfully, he skies it. Rashford, though, looking to get us back in it. And there's the finish. Marcus Rashford. Of course, a Manchester boy would love to score against City. Rashford is having actually a crazy game. Look at him go. He keeps going. He keeps going, and he gets another one. Marcus Rashford, man, against Man City. He's having the game of his life. No, 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 no. That's a simple goal that we've just given away from a set piece. No way, Man City are through again. Jeremy Doku, I'm so glad we've got Big Dean Henderson. So brave in that charge. And you know what? We're not done yet. Raksaki's on the charge. When he's got the ball, there is still hope. And there is hope as he gets the job done. Raksaki has won us this game. Full time, boys. And again, another ridiculous result. That's what I'm saying. Even if Nico Williams is gone, I don't think it's going to affect us. Because we've got warriors here who bleed the Crystal Palace shirt. The likes of Raksaki, Monteta, even Marcus Rashford now. And so it's done, boys. Nico Williams has made the move to Barcelona. The fee is a reported 82 million. We've lost nearly 50 million on this transfer. The board are not going to be happy with me. But I had to sell him. Because if he doesn't want to represent Crystal Palace, I don't want him at the club. I'm gutted that the Nico Williams saga ended like this. But I'm glad it's over and we can now move on. But yes, one thing's for sure. We need to bring in another left midfielder. Because we can't go into the rest of the season with just Rashford. You never know, he gets injured. We'll be in complete trouble. But I do want to get a player who knows what it means like to play for Palace, who'll give 110% for this shirt. And honestly, I can think of only one player. The man who scored the winning goal for us in the Carabao Cup. The man who we unfairly treated and sold. I want to make amends with him and bring him back. So honestly, I think the best version of Palace was when Abde was on the left, Raksaki on the right, and we were so good. He's now, by the way, grown quite a bit, up to an 85 overall as well. And we do also have more than 100 million in the bank after, of course, that Nico Williams sale. I really think we can pull this off if we put in like a 70 million offer. Actually, let's try 60 million just to see if we can get a deal. Okay, wow, Abde's fee is 80 million, man. The amount of money we've lost over these last couple of deals. I mean, we could have easily just kept Abde, trusted him and watched him grow. But nah, instead we're gonna pay big dollar and try and sign him back. 75 million. To be honest, I kind of blame the board because they were the ones who wanted a big statement signing. I would have been happy to keep Abde and just grow him. But anyways, the decision has been made. We are now negotiating with Abde. Now he's happy to join Crystal Palace back, but he does want a pretty high wage bump to make up for the fact that we sold him. 180,000. Hopefully that works. He's going to be one of the highest paid players in the club. There you go, though. And there you go, boys. The Moroccan Prince is back at Crystal Palace. Abde is here. It kind of feels like we've got the OG Palace squad back. And honestly, it looks better than ever. And the first game Abde is going to be returning to is Champions League against Atleti. I would say Atleti are a European giant, so if we beat them, it will count towards one win for our objectives, and we kind of need to do it. So far in this episode, I think on the pitch, we've literally been perfect. Every single game we've managed to win. Got to keep that going in the Champions League as well. And I think if we do win here, we should guarantee ourselves a spot in the round of 16. And already Raksaki's trying with his dribbling. Oh, that was brilliant, but Ramiro, what a save. And here's Abde on the ball. I am excited to see how much he's actually improved. Looks for a ball back in for Mateta. Finds space and bang. Bro, the kind of form Mateta's been in, and to think at some point we were looking to sell him, we would have probably ended up with the Nico Williams situation with that. But nah, look it up. They're getting his first assist back at the club. Oh, now we're looking for another one. Mateta completely free. What a header. Bro, the way we're playing, I've got a feeling that it's not just going to be the Premier League that we might win. We might even have the firepower to win the Champions League. I don't know, but it's looking really nice. Oh, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. Dovbyk has gone through, and fair enough. That was a banging finish. Not going to be so easy to get a big win in the Champions League. We're going to have to work hard for this. Look at Abde dribble now, bro. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. Abde, no, the finish. Oh, I can't believe it on the bench as well. This is one thing that Abde lacked, and maybe the reason why we sold him. That end product sometimes was missing. This is the moment. We needed this to kill the game off, and Mateta has done that. That should be enough to get us to win against Atletico. Mateta, by the way, with a hat-trick, I just realized. And that would be our first win against a European giant. The progress we've made today on our objectives, really nice. We're now getting through transfer deadline day, and I really don't know how much to rate this window, because technically we only brought back a player that we had. We kind of sold Nico on a loss. I guess if you're looking at it that way, it's like a 5 out of 10 window, maybe even less. But I think we've built a team that can potentially win both the Premier League and the Champions League. We're first in the league, 3 points clear of Brighton. Champions League, we finished 4th, which means we're going to skip the playoffs, make it straight to the round of 16. Next episode could be truly something special with Palace. But wait a minute, I'm getting an email from the Palace board. They've requested an urgent meeting of severe consequences. What could this be about? The Crystal Palace board are not happy with me, and it's not because of our results on the pitch, because we're top of the Premier League. Champions League too, we've qualified for the knockouts. I mean, we're practically playing the best football this club has ever seen. The problem though is the sale of Nico Williams. You see, the Crystal Palace board wanted to take Palace to the next level this year, and they thought signing a superstar was the play. They wanted to make a statement to all the other Premier League clubs that Palace have arrived, and so we did exactly that by spending over 130 million for Nico. But who would have thought he'd just want to use us as a stepping stone? His goal was to join up with Lamine Yamal at Barcelona. He was causing a rift in the dressing room, missing games because of injuries, and I just wasn't feeling the vibe. I mean, if our dressing room is not together, we're not going to win any trophies. And so I made the big decision of selling him. We did have to incur a 50 million loss. We brought back former player Abdi. Now on the pitch, this has all worked out perfectly, but off the pitch, the board aren't happy. I've just got an email from them. We're extremely dissatisfied by our decision to sell Nico Williams. It has affected the club's shirt sales massively, and our revenue projections have gone down too. The board has had discussions about firing you, and this is the conclusion we've come to. You'll only get to keep your Palace job if you can complete 4 out of the 5 board objectives. Bro, are you actually joking? We've done so much for this club, and I still 100% stand by the decision to sell Nico Williams. You guys in the comment section agree with it as well. But nah, man, the pressure is now completely on us. I mean, completing 4 out of 5, like, I don't even know how we'll do it. Okay, we've completed the sign 100 million player 1. Well, that was, of course, Nico Williams, funnily enough. But winning the Premier League, reaching the Champions League semis, bro, we're gonna have to be near perfect this season if we want to keep this Palace job. Well, I guess this is what happens when you make a mistake of a transfer. I'd say Nico was a mistake. If I would have probably picked another player who would have given 100% here, we wouldn't be in this situation. So I am paying the price. For now, let's just focus on completing our objectives, man. I really want to keep this Palace job going, because I feel like there's so much we can achieve. The Premier League, the Champions League. It might not happen in one season, though. That's the problem. But okay, we've got an FA Cup game now, and I'll be honest, I couldn't care less. Our focus is only on the Premier League and the Champions League, but we will use the FA Cup games to, of course, play the likes of Barlow and Wheatley. Rotate the squad as well. Give some players rest. This way, we'll make solid progress towards our Youth Academy challenge as well. And funnily enough, we're still going through to the next round. Okay, we do have a press conference question. Why don't you make substitutions subbing in Barlow and Wheatley later into the game? That will help with the appearances. You know what? You're not wrong, but I feel like that's kind of cheating. It would be so easy for us to complete that Youth Academy objective by just subbing on Barlow and Wheatley in the 85th minute or something like that. I wouldn't treat this challenge as giving these players proper starts. Only then it'll count. And to be fair, we aren't doing all that bad right now. They're on 16 appearances. We need to get them to 30. Completing this objective, we must do, because it's probably the easiest one left. Man, I can't believe we're fighting Brighton for the Premier League title. They're 3 points above us, but we do have a game in hand. Also, the draw for the Champions League round of 16 has just happened, and we've drawn Monaco. I actually like that. I think we're going to be the favorites in this tie. The only annoying thing is that they're not going to count as European giants, so it won't help with our objectives. But hey, we can still make good progress. I will take that. Every game now genuinely feels like a must-win game, bro. We're up against Man United first in the Premier League. We'll have to worry about the Champions League later. But you know what? I'm really not concerned about our performances on the pitch. I know this team can ball, and the pressure is on, bro. We're trying to fight for the Premier League title. How crazy is that? Mateta's been in good form lately, though, and already... Wait, what? How did he put that wide? This is the only thing that annoys me about Mateta. Some days he's unstoppable, scoring hat-tricks for fun, but then the other times he just misses the easiest of goals. Honestly, though, Man United so far have not felt like a threat at all. We've got Raksaki on the attack, and when this kid decides to ball out, there really isn't much you can do. Still Raksaki looking for shooting options. He's finding space himself, but how is the keeper saving that? Raksaki once again finding some open space, and how is Diogo Costa saving all of that? I guess it's the pressure, man, because now we're fighting for the title. The players are feeling it a little bit. Not for long if we get our first goal. You howl, Lacroix. You had to score that. This could be our chance here. Mateta's through. No way he messes this up. I can't believe it. Bro, has our luck just completely fallen off since that board meeting? Because I cannot believe how we're not winning this game 3 or 4-0. Oh, and finally we've broken through with Raksaki. I'm going to set this one up for Mateta. There you go. Had to sweat it to just get the goal. And now we can try and just wrap this game up. Raksaki does the job. We needed this win against Man United, especially after all the pressure coming from the board. Oh, we've now got another FA Cup game. Again, perfect chance to play the likes of Barlow, Wheatley as well. Rotate pretty much the entire team, because don't forget, we've got Champions League action coming up soon. Can we still make it through? And yes, we can. Oh no, Wheatley got sent off, but he actually scored. Fair enough. Honestly, the further we can keep going in the FA Cup, the easier it will be to complete the Youth Academy Challenge, because I'm just going to use Barlow and Wheatley in this competition. For now, though, we do have to worry about the Champions League. We're taking on Monaco. To be brutally honest, I'm looking at their team. We should be cooking them, man. Yes, maybe I am underestimating them, but the level we are at right now, top of the Premier League table, nah, a team like Monaco can't be threatening us. In fact, I want to try and wrap up this tie in the first leg itself. Let's see. And if Leif Davies can make runs like that, it will make things easier. Back inside for Abde, who gets in behind here, looking for a cutback. Already we're putting Monaco under pressure. Now, I like this set-piece routine where I can just whip across in the back post, and we almost scored from it. I see that run from Mateta. It's a brilliant ball. Mateta on the volley for a goal, but I think it's offside. Wait, this is the first time Monaco have actually come forward. I don't like this. Dean Henderson making a save. Bro, 30 minutes in, and we haven't really created all that much. I mean, maybe I did underestimate Monaco and it's not going well. But here we go. This is much better. Leif Davies finding Morgan Rogers, and now Mateta with space, and he bangs it home. That's what I'm talking about. We get the lead. No. Monaco have gone through and they actually get the goal. Well, we did underestimate them because they've been very much equal to us. And I guess that's the Champions League. No team is going to make it easy for us to make it to the semi-finals. We're going to have to really grind it out. Maybe our approach is going to have to be different as well. I can't think of wrapping the tie in the first leg itself. We got to play this smart now. I don't want to be conceding one more. Let's look for Abde, who's found a bit of space. We need Abde, and oh, he's dragged it wide. There's a lot of pressure on him as well because he's the player replacing Nico. And of course, the board doesn't like the decision. The fans probably prefer Nico because he's the superstar. Abde definitely has a lot to prove. Abde looking again for Mateta. That's a perfect ball. Why did he take the touch? Why not just head it home? Oh, this is a big moment and we've got a free kick. And Reece James is actually pretty good with free kicks. He scored one recently for Chelsea. Bro, if he can curl this in, he'd be an instant cult hero. Come on, Reece. Get the power right. Let's see if he can call this one up and over. And it was the worst free kick I think I've ever seen. I guess this is where we're missing Ruben Neves, man. Having a proper world-class free kick taker. But we're still on the attack here. Raksaki looking for that pass for Mateta. This time strikes it first time. Rebound as well, but he's put it wide. This is where I sometimes feel that with Mateta, we can't win the Premier League. We can't win the Champions League. Because he just becomes so wasteful. And that's full time, boys. 1-1 is the scoreline. I made a big mistake underestimating Monaco. This tie will be decided in the second leg. And you know what? For this second leg, I'm tempted to go with Marcus Rashford. I know he's such a clutch player. We'll also go for Barlow, just because I want something different up top. We'll always have the option to bring on the Man Mountain in the second half. This is a bit of a risk, you know. But whenever I've played Barlow, he's always delivered. And by the way, this is our 150th game as the Palace manager. We gotta make it special. We are not getting knocked out of the Champions League. I mean, I could literally lose my job if that happens. In fact, I'm most definitely sure we will, because we'll fail the Champions League semi-final objective, and we also don't have 4 wins against European giants. Bro, I'm literally playing for my job here. Oh, I see the run being made by Jamie Barlow. Here he goes. Proper chance that. Can he make it count? In the Champions League, he can. I told you, whenever we trust Barlow, he never disappoints. These kind of runs that rely on pure pace, that's something Jamie Barlow gives us. He's more of a mobile striker. Whereas with Mateta, we've got to get the ball to his feet, give him a lot of service. Maybe in the Champions League, Jamie Barlow tactically will just work way better. Oh, that's a good cross coming in. Leif Davies does a good job. He is one of the most underrated players I think we've got. Always does the job. And I think we're going to need him again here. This is not good. Leif Davies. This time it's Lacroix coming clutch. Second goal now would just ease the pressure. And maybe Marcus Rashford is the man to get it. He's breaking through with pace. Rashford, but he couldn't open his body up. And you know what? Maybe now is the time to make changes as well. We'll bring on Abde. Barlow has done his job. Let's bring on Mateta. This is how we're going to use our entire squad. The scoreline being only 1-0 does worry me. If we could get one more goal here, it would definitely ease the pressure. But at the same time, we got to defend strong, because if we concede, this game could go to extra time. And this is bad. It's a 2v1 situation here. I do not like this. Adam Wharton has done so well there. Clear the ball, Lacroix. And what? He just skipped over it. That was the biggest mistake I think he's ever made. And now Monaco have a chance. Dean Henderson couldn't save it, and no. In the 90th, they've equalized. Bro, what Lacroix did here could legit cost me my job. I think he went for the tackle, but just missed the ball. Extra time in the Champions League round of 16, bro. This is not where I wanted the game to go. Man, we were minutes away from being in the quarterfinals, and now look at us. Bro, some of our players are so freaking tired, man, but they're gonna have to give their lives for the club right now. In fact, I don't think players like Reece James can continue. We'll bring on Hume. We'll bring on Wheatley as well for Lacroix. Mitchell as well. Bro, even though we have the fresher legs now on the pitch, we're getting outclassed by Monaco. They've got way more Champions League experience than us, and it's completely showing. But good challenge there from Wheatley, but no, he's made a big mistake. We can't afford to concede now. Dean Henderson makes the save. Play this away, bro. Clear this away. What is this chaos? Dean Henderson saves us. And now Raksaki sees Morgan Rogers on the breakaway. We're hitting Monaco. I'm going to square this for Mateta. Simple goal and bang. Probably the easiest goal he'll ever score, but definitely the most important one. This might just keep my job at Palace. And we're through to the Champions League quarterfinals. My goodness, this tie was absolute cinema. I guess I've learned my lesson. Never underestimate any opponent in the Champions League. Bro, but at that stage of the season where there's literally no room to breathe, we can't even celebrate making it to the quarterfinals, because look at the Premier League. Brighton are going aura for aura with us, and we can't afford to slip up. We need to keep getting results just like that. Raksaki with the goal. We can seal this now with Raksaki. He gets himself another one. These are the kind of results we need to keep delivering in the Premier League, all while we're still focusing on the Champions League. You know what? I'm going to keep most of my first team for this squad, except for Wheatley and Barlow. We'll just play them, so of course it can help us with the objective. We've reached so far in the FA Cup. Might as well just give it a shot to see how far we can go. And we've actually knocked out Spurs. Bro, I'm starting to get excited now. Maybe the treble could be on the cards. Well, all my dreams have just been crushed. We've drawn PSG in the Champions League.
It's over. We are screwed.
Bro, why did this have to happen? And it's just hit me. If we lose to PSG, literally the best team in Europe, I'm not going to keep my job. This Palace career mode will be over. We would have failed because both our European wins objective as well as reaching the semis would fail. I mean, being in a must-win situation against Monaco was one thing, but against PSG, we're just going to have to pray. Like, I don't even know what to expect. As if fighting against PSG for my job wasn't draining enough. Look at how tight the race is in the Premier League. 62 points apiece with Brighton. We literally can't afford to lose a game. To be honest, we're facing Spurs, and this could be good warm-up for the PSG game. That is if we win. And bro, the kind of form Raksaki is in, it looks like we can easily get through Spurs. He finds Mateta, and there's the finish. Bro, when the man Mountain is actually on form, he's got his shooting boots on. I don't think there's a better striker in the game. Oh, but defensively, we have been exposed a little bit. Spurs are back in this. Oh, that was a bad tackle, and no, he dived. If he hadn't gone down there, it probably wouldn't be a penalty, but I guess there was contact. It's almost like there's PSG on our players' minds, and it's kind of affecting us. We're 2-1 down. Bro, before that PSG game, I don't want to be going into it with a loss. It's going to change the mindset of our players. We need to make a comeback here. Morgan Rogers, how are you not scoring? Why is Esteve suddenly playing in the left wing position? I just don't get this, but he's found a good pass for Mateta. Now Morgan Rogers, there you go. We've got the equalizer. What is this defending, though? Tottenham are now 3-2 up. Bro, if we do this against PSG, the likes of Dembele and Doué are just going to crush us. Do you know what? We can also treat this game like a big test before that Champions League game. Can we make the comeback against Spurs? And okay, Morgan Rogers has found a bit of space. Going to square it for Mateta. A simple goal. But the job's not done yet. But bro, we're defending like hopeless chickens, man. What on earth is happening? Bro, we're actually getting cooked here. Ekitike with another goal. Spurs have just beaten us 5-3. How? Bro, Ekitike dunked 4 goals in my head. I genuinely can't believe this. No way, guys. We've dropped down to 2nd in the Premier League. And it's like the title race has completely fallen apart. We're 5 points off Brighton. Are you even kidding me? We do have a game against Brighton towards the end of the season, but that'll only claw back 3 points. Our fate in the Premier League now depends depends on Brighton to draw points, and I don't like this position that we're in. Remember, winning the Premier League is one of our primary board objectives. Man, this is indeed stressful, and the worst thing is we need to put all of this aside now and get ready to face PSG in the Champions League. I'm genuinely not prepared for this, bro. Like, especially after what happened against Spurs. PSG are going to probably be 10 times worse to face. But again, literally, my job is on the line. We need to somehow knock them out, make it to the semis. Maybe we're going to need something special here. Eze up there with the first chance, going for goal, forcing a big save. At least we're putting pressure on PSG. That's what matters. Okay, I'm going to try a set-piece routine and see if that works. And oh, good ball in for Raksaki. Now it is Santos. I don't think that set-piece routine has really worked, as we've just given the ball away. No, PSG have broken through and they get the lead. I don't know what's happened recently. First, we conceded 5 to Spurs. Now, PSG have scored an early goal. My job at Palace could be gone by the end of this. We need somebody to save me right now. Is that going to be Eze Abde, the player who's the reason we're in this situation, and he's actually scored? 1-1. We're back in the fight. But yeah, it is kind of funny, though, that the signing of Abde, the sale of Nico Williams, is kind of the reason we're in this pressure situation. But okay, we're responding to pressure really nicely. 1-1. Okay, now it looks like we've settled into this game as Abdi again is through on goal. Proper chance this. Oh, the PSG keeper again with the save. Oh, but PSG keep coming at us right now. We've got to defend well, and good defending, Esteve. And can we now hit PSG on the break? Here's Abdi with pace. If we score now, it would be a huge advantage. Ball in for Mateta. Oh, but he couldn't control it. But man, how difficult it is to just hold on against PSG. Dean Henderson saving us there. Oh, and the corner comes in, and Dean Henderson again. Okay, I think we dealt with that barrage of pressure from PSG nicely, and now we can maybe do something on the attack. Morgan Rogers is through. I think he's onside. Morgan Rogers with the finish. Palace are leading against PSG. A cold celebration as well. But uh-oh, PSG have gotten in behind, and how? Near post? What are you doing, Dean Henderson? And so it's a stalemate in Paris. To be fair, if you would have told me at the start of the game that we'd be drawing 2-2 against PSG, I would have taken it. It all now rests on that second leg. I think we can compete, bro, and we actually need to at least keep my job. The crazy thing is, despite all the difficulties we're facing, we've still got a chance to win the Premier League. But in the FA Cup semis and Champions League 2, there's hope. There is still a small chance we could win the treble with Palace this season itself. Next episode might be absolute cinema for this Palace series, or I might be a treble winner. It could go either way. Today could be the day Crystal Palace wins the Premier League. But not just that, even the Champions League, even the FA Cup. That's right, we are on track to win a treble. But at the same time, if we fail, the board will ask us to pack our bags and leave the club. The pressure is unbelievable, and we are definitely feeling it. Look at the Premier League, where we've dropped down 5 points to Brighton. Surprisingly, in the Champions League, though, we're in the fight against PSG. First leg was 2-2. It was an intense game. But now at home at the Selhurst Park, if we can get the job done, we'll be in the semi-finals. A bit of pressure from the board will get eased up. Also, we've not been focusing on the FA Cup, but we're still in the semis. It's the business end of the season, and every game is now going to be a final. I don't know how we're going to deal with this. I mean, we've built a team exactly for this situation. The likes of Mateta up top, Morgan Rogers, Abde, who we, of course, brought back to replace Nico Williams. I don't want to even talk about that fraud. Okay, I know he's a great player in real life, but he kind of betrayed us. But still, I do believe we have the tools to win the treble, but we're going to have to treat every game like a final. That PSG game is what's got me nervous, man, but it's after the Arsenal away fixture. Okay, it's kind of just hit me that this might be the final episode of the Palace series, because you look at our board objectives, we need to complete 4 out of the 5. That's the condition of the board after that Nico Williams mishap. But to complete 4 out of 5, we basically need to win every single trophy, or at least the Premier League. So I think we might be in a situation where we're either winning every single trophy, or we fail our objectives and we're packing our bags and we fail this Palace career mode. Oh boy, I don't want to have a career mode that we fail. Like, nah, we've got to win everything at least in that case. And that starts by beating Arsenal here. Raksaki is toying with them, and he hits the post. Okay, now we're getting cooked, bro. The pressure is on, but Lacroix doing the job. I've been seeing a lot of comments saying that Lacroix might be the most underrated player of this series. To be fair, he might be, because defensively, I've had no complaints, and that's partly thanks to him. On the attack, we go now with Morgan Rogers, and he puts in a peach of a ball for Mateta. But how do do you not score? Already we're in the second half, bro, and we haven't taken the lead of this game. That needs to change. We can't afford to draw points with the advantage Brighton have. Mateta finds space, and this time he does finish. That's what we need. On Mateta with a bit of dribbling there, and what a lovely finish that was. This is the thing with Mateta. I don't know how he turns it on and off. Sometimes he feels like R9 Ronaldo. The other time he feels like Darwin Núñez. But anyways, we keep the pressure on in the Premier League with that win. Oh, and just what we wanted. Brighton have started to drop points. Because we're in this title race with Brighton, I'm actually still confident even though we're behind. If we win our games, I'm sure they will stumble. The gap is now just 2 points with 6 games to go. And don't forget, we do play Brighton towards the end of the season. That might be the game that decides the Premier League title. But now, though, we've got the second leg against PSG, and I don't even want to get into this game. PSG are the world's best team. And I'm not kidding when I say this, but this career mode could literally end right here, right now if we lose. Because look at our board objectives. Reach the Champions League semis. We will fail that if PSG knock us out. We also need 4 wins against European giants in the Champions League, and we've only got 1. I mean, if we get knocked out now, there's no chance of completing that. So we'll have instantly failed 2 objectives, and it'll be over. The series will literally end with me getting knocked out in the quarterfinals. No Premier League title. What am I seeing here? Why are there fitness concerns before such a big game? What on earth was Lacroix doing before a Champions League quarterfinal? The same with Reece James. Well, Wheatley, we're gonna have to trust you. To be fair, our academy boys have been doing the job in the Champions League. Hume's gonna have to play instead of Reece James. Raksaki's fitness is low, but hey, even if he had only 1 leg, I would still play him in the Champions League in such a big game like this. Also, I think I'm gonna play Barlow over Mateta. Don't get me wrong, Mateta's insane. We saw that against Arsenal. But in the Champions League, where PSG are gonna pressure us, we're gonna have to play on the counter. And I think Barlow's space might come in handy. And here we go. Champions League quarterfinal. Could be my final game as the Palace manager. But it could also be the beginning of something special. We need to knock PSG out. And you know what? The first leg, we were able to compete. So it's not like we're gonna completely get outclassed here. That's why I need Barlow, man. He can play a pass as well, looking for Abde, who's actually through on goal. And Abde with the goal. Within 6 minutes, we've taken the lead. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better start. On aggregate, we're leading the tie. Bro, I really think we caught PSG by surprise because we're walking through their defense right now. Adam Wharton, our captain, almost doubled up our lead. Oh, this is bad now. Kvicha looking for a pass inside for Leonardo. Al Hilal striker. What is he doing at PSG? And Gavig ends up giving them the equalizer. Bro, this PSG team is super different from real life. They don't have Dembele or Desiree Doué. They're still good. Morgan Rogers looking for Abde again, who's having the game of his life. Still Abde, and he finishes that calmly. What a statement it is for Abde to be the one performing. This is why we signed Abde to replace Nico Williams. He's one of our own, understands what the Palace jersey means. And okay, can we now just defend a little bit? Because, yeah, not gonna lie, Try Hume's done a fantastic job so far. In fact, even Wheatley at the back has done his job in terms of build-up and everything. That's the thing, this season with Palace, our overall squad depth has been fantastic. Players coming off the bench, they've delivered. And I think towards the end of the season, stuff like that makes a massive difference. PSG, though, are on the charge here. Wheatley's gonna have to do a bit of defending. No, it's Dean Henderson makes the save. Oh, but Kvicha's gone through again, and PSG once again get the equalizer. What even is this game, man? It's complete attacking football. Nobody wants to defend. Maybe Raksaki's gonna add another goal first, and he does exactly that. It's 3-2 in just the first half. What is happening here? PSG, they always seem to figure out a way to equalize. We've got to try and prevent that as Dean Henderson makes a good save. No, 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 and come on! Why can't we defend? It's 5-5. Bro, with every goal we concede, I feel like we're one step closer to getting sacked. Do you know what? I'm making changes. Mateta's coming on. Raksaki, I don't think he can play more. We'll have Abde and Rashford playing the attack. I don't think we can make any other changes, bro, but let's try something.
A few minutes later.
But again, PSG coming at us. This is bad. We've been opened up, and no, they've taken the lead. As things stand, I'm getting sacked. We're going to be failing as the Palace boss. But now we're making changes. Mateta's coming on. Wait a minute. Morgan Rogers has managed to break through. The equalizer might be on the cards, and yes, there is still hope at Crystal Palace. Morgan Rogers brings it. Oh, and Mateta's found space. I don't know he's gone through. 90th minute. Mateta completely through. What was that touch? Mateta! That's what I'm talking about, boys. Sometimes he makes the stupidest decisions. And that's sending this game to extra time. Bro, this kind of pressure, it's not normal. It is not normal to deal with. Our players look absolutely exhausted as well. Not much Arteta though, but I don't know what kind of runs is he making. Bit of fresh legs here from Marcus Rashford. That could lead to something. He's on the charge here. Stops it, brings it inside. Looks for Arteta, who is, of course, finding space. But what is he doing? I think now if we score, it's going to be job done. And maybe it's Marcus Rashford. And Rashford gets the big moment. It had to be him. 7-6 now. Surely that's it. I actually can't believe we pulled this off, man. We were so close to being sacked. But now we're in the Champions League semi-finals. More progress with our board objectives as well. The dream might still be on. We might huff and puff our way to a treble. Oh my days. Okay, we've now got the FA Cup semi-finals, but I'll be honest, I don't care. I mean, yeah, it would be awesome to win it. But guys, it's going to take a big toll on this team to go through maybe a semi-finals, maybe another extra time. Nah, man, we can't do that. I just want to continue using my second team here. And if it works out and we go through, it's perfect. Because you saw what we had to do in the Champions League, you know, resting the likes of Lacroix. That could have easily cost me my job. So I'm playing it smart here. And if we go through, we go through. Otherwise, it's fine. We'll focus on the Prem. And oh, I did not expect this. I was already ready to focus on just the Premier League and the Champions League. But Reece James came off the bench, scored the winner, and now we're in an FA Cup final as well. And oh wow, we've drawn Liverpool in the semi-finals, and you know what? I don't think that's too bad. Look at the Premier League. Liverpool are quite a way behind us, which means in England, we've been the better team. So I think for once, we're going to be the favourites. I've got a big decision now to make though. Mateta or Barlow. I feel because it's a Premier League club, I'm kind of leaning towards Mateta. But in the Champions League, Barlow's been actually brilliant. Do you know what? First leg, I'm making a gut decision. I'm going with Barlow. I don't know if it's the right call or not, but that's going to be my decision, and let's hope it pays off. Champions League semi-finals. And by the way, we're now on 2 wins against European giants. Liverpool would also count as one. So yeah, we could make progress towards another objective if we can get the win. Oh, what a ball that is for Morgan Rogers, and we can take advantage of it. Here he goes. And the finish is there as well. I told you, against the Premier League club, I'm not worried. Oh, Barlow has gone through. And that's what I'm talking about. No, his finish. That was Barlow's chance to maybe book his spot in a Champions League final. Of course, I shouldn't be thinking about a potential final. We're not there yet. Liverpool are only a goal down. But I can't help but dream as Abde breaks through now. Looks for Barlow. Finding space. No, the touch. Bro, Abde is so good, man. He is having the game of his life here. Abde, and no, he puts it wide. Gotta say, though, since that PSG game, Abde has been turning it up. Abde keeps going, beats the keeper. No way, Abde! Bro, every game he proves our decision to bring him back, replacing Nico Williams like the perfect one. Because that might be one of the contenders for goal in the season. He literally tripped every player there behind him. And then he had the composure to finish. Bro, if we score one more goal, I think we can wrap this tie up in the first leg itself. One thing, do you notice just how defensively solid we are with Lacroix? We haven't conceded a goal. Compare that to the PSG game. He might be our most important player. Oh, and now Barlow's got a chance. He's broken through as well. The finish, and Barlow in the Champions League. We have crushed Liverpool. And there you go, boys. Second leg, we managed to hold things down, get the job done. And would you believe it, we're in the Champions League final against Barcelona, the club that Nico Williams joined. We're gonna have a face-off against him. We can literally prove that he made the wrong choice by beating him here. Wait a second, boys. I think I may have done an oopsie. Look at our objectives. We've now completed the Youth Academy one, as well as reaching the Champions League semis. We're on 3, but we need to complete 4 to keep our job. I shouldn't have simmed that second leg against Liverpool. We got a draw in that game. If only I had played it and got a win, we would have completed the 4 wins objective as well. But now the situation is we need to win the Premier League and also the Champions League final so we can get the 4 wins. So it's either us completing the treble and completing the series, or me getting sacked again. Well, we've got the FA Cup to start with first, the final. Honestly, right now I don't even want to focus on this, because look what we have just 3 days later. Brighton away from home in the Premier League. And that's literally going to be the fixture that decides who wins the league, because we're 2 points behind them. If we win, we'll go clear of Brighton and the title could be ours. I'm sorry for disrespecting you, FA Cup, and I can't believe I'm doing this in a final, but we are resting everybody for this game, except for Dean Henderson. He's still there to give us a bit of hope. And now imagine if we somehow win the FA Cup. No, we don't, of course. Probably because Rashford got himself sent off. Oh my days. But honestly, I'm not too worried. We had decided at the start of the season that our goals are the Premier League and the Champions League. Let's stay laser focused for that. And this is it, boys. The game to decide the Premier League title. If we beat Brighton here, I think we are going to be champions of England. And honestly, I'm so glad we rested our entire team. Everybody looks fully fit. And we're going to need this against the Brighton team that looks so good. Here's Rak-Sakyi. How badly would this man want to be a Premier League winner? We'll find out now as he keeps dribbling but gets caught by Van de Ven. We are controlling the midfield. Andre Santos, he's been absolutely brilliant. We haven't felt the absence of Ruben Neves at all because of him. He picks out a pass here for Rak-Sakyi, who's opened things up. No, the heavy touch. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. No, Brighton take the lead. This is the last thing we needed. As things stand, we're not going to be champions of England. In fact, bro, we need to win this game, so we need 2 goals now to save the situation. But you know what? Our team is used to facing adversity. Did you see that PSG game? So I'm not too worried. We've got players like Abdi, but Mateta, what are you doing making such an offside run? But Abdi looking to make a comeback here, and oh, it's off the crossbar. Are you joking? We've got 45 minutes to turn this around. If we can't, we've lost the Premier League title. There is still hope. When Rak-Sakyi is on the pitch, there is still hope as we're looking to find Abdi. He needs to figure out a way to shoot, man. Looks for Mateta again. Puts his body in the middle. Goes for goal, but puts it wide. We keep trying and trying. We keep trying and trying. And again, the post. Are you kidding me? We keep trying, though. We keep trying. This team just does not give up. Oh, Morgan Rogers, we've scored. I don't know why he bicycle kicked that, but Saki is celebrating. But there's hope now. It's going to be given as an own goal. I don't know why. But there's hope. We've got 15 minutes to score another goal. There is still hope if Morgan Rogers can make this work. The dribble needs to be perfect, but no! How is Reece James getting outpaced like that? It's all over. Brighton coming at us, and I can't believe they've scored that. Oh, my days. We've had 5 or 6 great chances. We've hit the post. But yet Brighton have 1 chance or 2 chances and they score twice. Heartbreak. Heartbreak here in Brighton. I don't think I've ever lost a Premier League title like this, man. We were so close to turning it around. But then a few moments of madness, and now look at us finishing second, 7 points behind. How did this even turn out like this? Well, that's one board objective we are not completing now. We are not winning the Premier League, but we can still complete 4 objectives by winning the Champions League. That would essentially also complete the series for us. It's going to be such a shame that we might end up never winning the Premier League. Because imagine we lose the Champions League, we're actually going to get sacked. So yeah, this Barcelona Champions League final is the last game of the series. Either we end it with the Champions League or end it by being a team that came so close, but yet so far. Oh no, this is already not a good sign. Morgan Rogers is suspended for the final. What are we going to do now? I'm not going to play Franca in a Champions League final. We've barely used him. I guess we're going to have to try something different. Rak-Sakyi in that cam spot. Rashford starting, but on the left with Abdi on the right. I think that's the only way. Man, I can't believe in a Champions League final we're not going to have Morgan. I don't think I've ever felt pressure like this for the Champions League final. Because either we win this and this series is an absolute success, or we lose this and it's a complete failure. I know a lot of you guys were expecting, oh, we're gonna win the treble this season, and that's how an S2G career mode always ends. But nah, this time things were different. We lost the Premier League, we lost the FA Cup. Is that going to be the case in the Champions League too? Nah, man, we can't let that happen. This career mode has been too special for me to end up empty-handed. Starting things off with a set piece, and it's in our favor. That's a good sign. We're pushing Barcelona back. Leif Davies is going to put this ball in, and Lacroix couldn't attack it, but loose ball's going to fall to us. Maybe we can do something here. Leif Davies with the cross. Mateta's header. And that was so close. The man mountain. I made the decision to start him in this game over Barlow just because I felt in a final Mateta might turn it up. He should have scored that, to be honest. That was a proper good chance against a team like Barca as well. And now they're going to come forward with, of course, Nico Williams. He's at Barcelona. We are playing some good football now. Marcus Rashford looking back for Rak-Sakyi, who's actually got there first in that cam roll. He's actually doing a good shift here. Rak-Sakyi going for goal. Ter Stegen with the save. Don't forget, we've also got to deal with Lamine Yamal, but Leif Davies so far is doing the job. Oh, another brilliant cross for Mateta. No, he again puts it above. And that's the halftime whistle. I feel like we dominated Barca here. We've had the better chances, but we haven't taken them, and I know how this script ends. Do I want to still keep Mateta on the pitch after all those missed chances? I'm not sure. bro. But now the second half kicks off and we've got to be more clinical because you give Barcelona chances. Like, look at this. They're coming forward already. Dean Henderson forced to make a save. Here's Update now. He's been in great form for us in the Champions League. That is a long ball for Mateta. Heads it down for Rashford, who's got space, but he couldn't shoot properly. Marcus Rashford, what an opportunity is for him to play in a Champions League final. The only reason he's in this because of course the Rodgers suspension, but he's trying to make the most of it. Still Marcus Rashford looking for a shooting option, finds it himself. Still Rashford here, goes for goal, but the angle was too difficult. He still keeps the ball though. He is not giving off, and now it's Leif Davis, but blocked again. Honestly, we have absolutely pinned Barcelona back in this game, but we need to make the most of it. That one chance, we have to take it. Marcus Rashford here, looking for a chip ball. Mateta is onside. Mateta off the post and in. He has come up clutch indeed. The Man Mountain puts us into the lead. That was the one moment I was waiting for from him, and he was actually so close to missing as well and came off the post. But all the faith we showed in him has paid off now. And I think I'm also going to sub him off for Barlow. We need a bit of mobility in the team. He's done his job though. He's won us the Champions League possibly. And now the rest of the team need to do the job. I still can't process that we might actually do it because we've had so much heartbreak in the Prem as well as of course the FA Cup. So until that final whistle, I'm not sure. Oh no, not this way, not this way. Lamine Yamal is coming at us and I can't believe it. What on earth is Lamine Yamal, man? The best player in the world decides that it's not done, and did his hair just fall off? What is this game even? Unbelievable, bro. We're now going into extra time. I thought we had won the Champions League, but no. It never is this easy, is it? Now we've got 30 minutes of extra time to try and do something. Now I'm thinking, did we make a mistake bringing on Barlow? Maybe not, because he's gone past his man. Oh, Ter Stegen, what a save. Aksaki with his dribbling, trying to take this game away from penalties. He might actually do it. No, he couldn't shoot. But Opti might have a proper chance. That went for it, but it was just wide. I can't believe it, bro. It's full time. Our legacy at Crystal Palace is going to be decided by a penalty shootout. This is so unfair, man. Everything we've built here, penalties is going to decide whether it's good or not. And we're starting with Marcus Rashford to take the first one. I was confident he'd score. Desiree Doué at Barcelona taking this penalty. No, Dean Henderson, what are you doing? Okay, there's no way Reece James misses. He's putting the stop bins. There you go. Come on, just one save. That is what we need, but Openda, fair enough. We brought on Barlow. If he misses, it's going to be really sad, but no, he's not missing. I don't like Greenwood, but he scores his penalty. Fair enough. Okay, Raksaki missing his pen would just be sad, but no, that is not happening. So far, we've scored every single penalty. Barcelona now taking this one. I'm literally diving the right way. Bro, Leif Davis, top bins, come on. I've got a feeling this Zanotti guy is going to miss. I've got a feeling he's going to miss, and he does. Dean Henderson with the save. He's won us the Champions League. My goodness. What a way to wrap up the Crystal Palace series. We win Europe's biggest competition. After the heartbreak in the Premier League, we do get the biggest prize, the Champions League. I really thought this was going to be the first series where we end in a bit of a heartbreaking situation. But no. This team fought through, got it done on penalties. And here we are ending things by lifting that Champions League trophy. And yes, we have made Crystal Palace the best team in the world.